Okay.
Yo, friends, good evening. All 19 of you joining the live feed. Today, Bobby is busy. So is Thomas. So it's down to Thana and me holding the fort. But we do have a special
Holding the
guest. We are holding the fort. We're holding the fort. Oh, well, I'm not talking about her. Today's special guest, we have Mike Yap from DNA Tuning who's joining us. So today, besides asking your usual car buying questions, you guys are also welcome to ask us about car tuning questions. So let's run through the early audiences. We have Theophilus. Hello, Theophilus. We have Srita. Welcome back. Glad to have you with us. 2 more weeks to Chinese New Year Eve. Yeah. So Kanison's with us. Roshan's with us. D works with us, and yeah. So how's everybody doing? Mike, how's the new shop?
Okay. Coming along. We are still looking for manpower to join us. Yeah.
So am I actually. So am I. So am I. Very very. I've thus far been quite fortunate with manpower in the sense that the two staff that I've hired thus far they have been dependable. They have been willing to work. I can now trust them to open and close the shop in my absence. So that is a great thing. Very thankful for, because like now Mondays I will leave the shop early so that I come back home and prepare for the live show. So recently I added a third member to the team. Tomorrow I will have another 2 coming in for trial. So wish me the best.
All the best,
Brilliant. All the best.
Thank you. But how's your hiring going, Mike?
Not very good. I can't get mechanics, and I'm also actually, looking for salespeople as well. As well as technicians. Yeah. So in both fronts, I'm looking for people.
Yeah, so I guess new year, new resolution, new. How is Bobby? Bobby is somewhere. Bobby can't join us today. Okay. Live show from the shop, maybe lah, but at night a bit difficult lah.
Yeah, a bit difficult. I did think of that before, but it's a bit difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So today, I guess today we've got Con, we've got myself, we've got Mike. So we can go a bit more technical if you want. If you've got questions on car buying, car repairs.
Yes.
Things that annoys you, things that already you thought about. What could be the issue and how you go about solving things. We can share. I'll share my story for the day about solving problems. So a lot of times when, let's say, you have a problem with your car and your mind goes like, oh, you know what? Cooling is probably a big example,
Yeah.
So my MGF, this is a story, So my MGF, it was leaking coolant, because older cars have the coolant will go to the heater core. Heater core is in the AC. It goes in and cycles back. So it's a bit engine, so it goes back, leak, so stop already. Then still got issue. So now the issue is what I call that it gets hot, you close it, there's still what what I call coolant there, but it gets hot. So we go on the next step. We do pressure test and you find where the leak is, and then or you go on the pack, or is there a blockage? So you do a pressure test to see, if you pressurize, is it circling back to the system and it's going back. Then you do a check to see what I call your valve is opening up when what I call it gets hot. So I think those kind of things happens, and a lot of times when you go to a shop, they'll say like, overheating, kena overhaul lah. Got to overhaul. So I think that's just the things that want to, I guess, if you have some story, please share with us, and we can probably talk about the stories you have. Because obviously Mike is here. Mike has a lot of experience dealing with cars, and it's important to have like a thought in your mind about solving a problem, because it's about, because you know the car history more than the mechanic. Because you got mechanic A, my engine overheating. Mechanic C, not overhauler. But he doesn't know the history that you have, because you've gone to the point of having the car for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. So you know what happened for 6 months. I can piece together a story, So that's the story behind the car when there's a repair happening. Okay.
And
so
and also the thing is that, right, when it comes to car maintenance, right, once you live the banker life long enough, right, you develop your own ability to diagnose the cause and effect. You will know that some symptoms 9 out of 10 times are caused by these one or two things. You cannot run away.
Talking about cause and effect, I want to avoid somebody from making a bad mistake. Should you buy a Thana? I don't know.
I mean, 50 grand. You have a wide variety of choices. That I think it would be great if you can clarify if it's 50K, you're taking a bank loan, or if you are buying while buying cash, right? Say maybe your parents are giving you 50K to put in the car, something like that, right? So 50K, 2016 Thana. I wouldn't say it's a particularly bad choice, but you have a lot of choices.
I think for the car you're getting for the price, it's the car is dated. Because I've seen, like, I'm looking online now, 2015 models.
Okay. He's elaborating. He's buying cash. He wants a reliable car.
Yeah. It won't be my first pick, honestly speaking, because I know someone who owns a Thana before, and yet I think about horror stories about the car. But what the car is and the quality and what you get, it's not up to scratch, I mean, think about this for a while. If you get, let's say, maybe a F10 that's sorted 2014, what, 70K, 80K?
2014.
I think
2014 hasn't hit 70K yet. 70K are 2012. 2012 once hit 70K.
I've seen 60K, 2012.
The first batch N20 engines are at about 70K. The 6-cylinder NA ones are even less, even like 60K, 65K. But
for a fresh grad, maybe not an F10, but the point is, there's a lot of cars you can get for the money.
Especially if you are talking about buying cash, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That Renault Fluence half the price of a Thana.
There you go.
Yeah. Renault Nissan same.
But somehow I wasn't impressed with the Thana, and I just felt that as a platform, as a car, what it gives, it's nice, it's comfortable, looks, it's big, but it didn't seem to me like there's something special about the car.
The 2016 Thana is quite bland. If you talk about the previous Gen 1, which is ironically even more uncle, but that one had in a way, the USP of being, there's a luxurious feel to the car,
Yes.
Today's bargain, I think right now it will be Thomas Yap's car. Thomas Yap is selling his Ford Mondeo. The Ford Mondeo,
20 grand.
2012. It's a 2012. It's a 2-liter, 200 horsepower.
240 horsepower. Right.
Just when detailing with obviously with corn here. Cash buy, you know what? All the power. It looks fantastic. I'll send a picture to Chiang. It doesn't have.
But then you still got 22,000.
Yes.
Cash.
And the thing is that Thomas fixed the biggest thing for you already, the gearbox. So you don't have to worry about gearbox.
Correct.
Right. The only thing you worry about is the steering rack and the turbo only. And that day, I after we finished with the car, he let me drive it. Oh my God, that car is so nice. The engine, it pulls so nicely. Actually, the engine, right? If you pair it with that 6-speed gearbox with the DCT, right? It's very sprightly, because I compare it with my S-Max that runs the same engine on a torque converter gearbox, right? the performance feels a bit blunted in comparison. Yeah, and it's fully done up, it's fully cleaned up. Thomas even took the time to come to my shop and polish it himself. So you are buying a car that is fully fixed, looks good as new, right? 28 grand, you can keep up with a BMW F30 Pro, easy.
Easily.
More than that, because it's quite powerful. I mean, I think a base model 3 Series would have a hard time catching up. I mean, obviously because the weight is a bit lighter, but other than that, power-wise, straight road, you know what? It's up there. I was there.
Yeah, and the engine is good, on this. Yeah, the EcoBoost engine.
Oh, we had a field day cleaning the engine. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
We had a field day cleaning the engine. Yeah. This car was a workhorse, and I was amazed actually, considering that because when I look at the stains on the car, I thought, wow, this car has went through some use, but it has held together very well. Thomas has, of course, Thomas has sent the car for full service and all. Before that, from what he told me that is of the profile that he maintains the car mechanically, so the car will run, does not break down, but didn't take really good care of the cleanliness.
The father, it was a company. It was the father using it for business, and basically it was another company. All the maintenance is charged, pay. He just came on doing it, like didn't bother about. Well look after.
Well look after.
Okay.
Yes.
Share got some pictures. Want to share? Yeah. So that's the car there.
Mondeo.
Mondeo. This really is one of my favorite cars, man. Really one of my favorite cars.
And then this was the one with the very good handling, before they went soft.
Yes. Electro-hydraulic power steering.
Yes.
Electro-hydraulic power steering. The steering rack itself is actually, known to occasionally be problematic, but the feedback is so nice. The way it drives is so nice, so nice. 28 grand, right? Wow. Close eye, bro.
A lot of car for the money, lah.
A lot.
Okay. Yeah, let's move on to the next question here. Roshan says, we have been so postmortem check was done last Saturday. It's cleared. So now waiting for the thumbprint to do, and then we will do the.
You bought the 318, right?
Yep, the 318 E36. And guess what? Oh, it's not manual, but guess what? It's also a 97. So I got a 97 MGF, 97 Monster, and 97 E36. So I'm like, something about the year.
And all your cars, like the 97 cars, you can go for classic status,
Yeah, this year I'll apply
all
everything
can go for classic status.
1.8, no point. 1.8 is a bit too much, but yeah, one I can,
Yeah. No, that one not worth to go for the hassle, Okay, guys, let's quickly run through some of the questions. Okay, firstly, Rehan Roy, is it okay to trash a CVT gearbox? If you like to regularly buy new gearboxes, that's fine. Because CVTs, they are not really built for high rev driving. It's meant for, for the mid-range, pull high torque, CVTs are great. But for high revs, constant high revs, not so suitable.
I'll answer this different way. It's never okay to trash any gearbox.
That's true also.
Any gearbox, you can't trash. You see, you talk about dual clutch, talk about torque converters, any gearbox, you trash the gearbox, you drop whatever, it's not going to like it, that's the reality of it. Newer gearbox, today I was driving the Kona. The Kona comes with inbuilt sensor. It's a 7-speed dry clutch, dual clutch, dry clutch DCT, and it comes to mind if it gets hot or it thinks it's getting hot, it'll give you a warning, ask you to rest the car. So new car manufacturers have come to a point, they understand cooling requirements, so they've come to a point to mitigate the issue. They've come with these things like that. So other than that, don't trash the gearbox, bro. We have Bobby to join us. Hey, Bobby!
Hey, Bobby! Thought you were busy.
Maybe
I like your hairstyle. I like your hairstyle.
Can't hear you, Bobby.
Japanese.
You can't hear
Very
Bobby.
artistic and Japanese.
No audio. No audio. Bobby, no
We
audio.
can't hear you, Bobby.
You're muted, Bobby.
Nope, we still don't hear you.
Yep.
Because the question came for us. 6:40.
Can you hear me?
Now you
Actually,
do.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm supposed to explain myself. Yeah. So my friend who stays near Mike Yap want to belanja me makan. Then he told me this restaurant. Then I searched, this restaurant very far, near Cheras Sungai Long. Mana
Yeah.
tahu, same name restaurant near my house. So
Okay.
like those Chinese, like Taki restaurant like that. It's
Yep.
like, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, there I am. I'm
No
back.
problem. Good to have you with us.
Am I interrupting? Am I interrupting?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh,
Not at all.
We're talking about what? We're talking about something.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about
Trashing a
is it
CVT
okay?
gearbox, right?
Is it okay to trash a CVT gearbox? That's the question.
Yeah.
I think what he meant was, is it okay to drive it hard or not, not trash it per se. Yeah.
So
But I guess,
far, the only CVT that I experienced that programmed it in anticipation of trashing was Subaru's one lah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the Subaru WRX, when you go into manual, it's a CVT. When you go into manual mode, it wouldn't upshift for you.
Mm.
That's pretty garang.
even a very poor CVT gearbox,
Mm.
all it does is it will complain lah. The sound will be complaining lah. But
Yeah.
you can try to trash the CVT gearbox, but it won't spoil lah. It will just be like, it will just make noise lah. That's about it.
I think a lot of Nissan owners won't agree with you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Tiana is different. Tiana is different. Earlier on, I said about Tiana already.
Yeah.
You know, I once drove the X Trail, the second gen X Trail to the airport, right? All right. I remember I was running late lah, on the
Yep.
highway, and I was like, okay lah, let's make it. I want to floor it. I floored it. After about 5 or so minutes, right, I was like, no lah, I'm in a rush, but I can't put the car through this lah. Let's ease off.
I give you some insider intel.
Huh?
Ex-Tanjong people told me one. Nissan Japan engineers know that their Xtronic got problems.
Oh damn!
Oh, they knew about it.
So they knew
Nothing
before
much
launching.
they can do.
They knew before launching or after launching?
It's
Huh?
They knew before launching or after launching?
No. All this while, Xtronic so many years already, right?
Yeah.
yes.
They knew about it having the reliability issues, but word has it that nothing much they can do except continue selling it.
Change to stock converter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder lah. You got
So you
so
see
many
why
problems
Con-
with it.
So you see, Con, why my old Almera is good?
Because no CVT.
But your Almera is a 1.5 liter engine with a lightweight body. It's not a heavy load on your CVT, I would say.
No, it's a stock converter.
4-speed.
Oh, top converter.
See, so that's why I can do Grab, no issue. The car won't break down.
Yeah. Conventional 4-speed.
Sorry, it's the kind of car where you just drive and review. We never bothered about asking, hey, what's the gearbox?
Yeah. So Bobby, that Subaru one will let you hit the red line, is it? The Subaru
Yes.
CVT.
Yes, and then it wouldn't upshift.
Wow. Until you hit the pedal.
Until you pull the trigger.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe there's a limit, or maybe there's, that time when I drove it, I put it in manual mode. I just don't upshift it. The bugger really doing that. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a question from Rish Fabregas. E60 5, a good car, used car, I guess, is and how much do I need for repairs? Con? What say you?
Well, E60. If you're a fan of the E60, now is a great time to buy because the prices are like, I think, like rock bottom, man. For you can have your choice of very good examples for less than 30 grand.
Like came down, and then the last 2 years it's been stagnant, huh?
Yes,
Correct?
it has held at that level, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, 525, you can't really go wrong with it. The only point of concern is the active steering. But the other day, an XE60 owner educated us. The problem with the active steering, right, is a sensor disc behind the steering wheel that reads your steering angle.
Yep.
So the thing is that steering disc, that sensor disc, gets oxidized over time, and it sends error codes into the control unit.
Okay.
Then when you go to the workshop, right? Workshop say, "Oh, error, change steering rack, 4-figure bill."
Oh my
But
god.
actually, I was told that all you have to do is just to clean that disc, and the error will disappear. So
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
very
of course,
common
but the rest of it are the normal BMW things that you need to take care of. If you're buying the pre-facelift with the M54 engine, watch out for the DISA valve. If you are buying the either engine, cooling system, refresh the cooling system, can't go and not take care of all these things, and you'll be fine.
I was always hunting for that. I don't know, but okay.
Mike, got any experience on this car?
Mainly as what Con was saying, and also the suspension lah. Yeah. At this age, you have to renew the suspension components lah.
It's wear and tear, that one.
All the wear and tear parts are.
Wear and tear, That's actually suspension is usually the most painful part of owning a BMW, even for the most
yes.
But then I just want to say that
you need to upgrade them. I mean, you need to replace them.
But if you're buying this car off someone, let's say, who has been using it daily, right? The guy take care of the car, using it daily. Then you just continue to use it daily, right?
Correct.
Because cars are so old, right? There's no gauge as to what the inherent conditions are, because it's already so old. It's highly dependent on the previous owner. So better get one that the owner has been using it. Then it should be safe, because that owner would have rebuilt the suspension, would have changed the radiators, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Too old.
Get it inspected lah. Yeah, that's important lah.
That's why we have Evo Club here. Get it inspected, do a thorough BPI. They will tell you what you need to do before you buy. Just get it inspected.
Do your research. Do your research.
TH Wong ask, TH Wong and Co ask, the new G30 LCI 5 Series. He loves it. He can only afford 9-year loan. Should he take one?
Me and Thana fight already.
No. No, the G30. Well, LCI.
Yes, Thana trying to say.
My only thought process is the fact that the LCI just came out. You're talking about another 4 years in cycle. Price, the value of 9 years. I guess if you're holding the car for 5 years, then okay lah.
7 though.
No. But I mean, with this car, I'm saying because the next model will come out, let's say in about 4 years. The next model, the price will drop. So
there'll be a dip.
There'll be a dip there. So because it's 9-year loan, you need to be able to afford to pay at least 5 years more for you to be able to sell the car and move on. That's the only thing. But this compared to let's say a Mercedes, the Mercedes is even more behind lah. Correct?
Yeah. Make sure you really, really like the car.
You must love the car. And then go for it. Not. My answer is more of like just of able to sell the car in 5 years. That's the only concern I have. It's not about anything else.
When did the G30 LCI came out? Last year.
Last year.
Last year, at least until 2024. 2024, the new model will come out. Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot better.
The
And now
LCI,
the no, and for one, and this time, right, the rims are so nice. They actually chose a good set of rims for the car.
Wow. It made the pre-LCI look like previous generation like that.
Yeah.
suddenly,
Yes,
Bobby,
So nice.
I find the LCI looks like a
Mm.
different car compared to the
Yes.
like
Yes.
all the other DMs you see, like F30, okay, like so it's LCI, not LCI, you can't tell apart. This one, it's so different aesthetically, lights, rims,
this one is like a refresher, total refresher.
to the crash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Buy, bro. CH Wong Go, buy. You love it, buy it.
Yeah.
For what you have in the market
Beautiful.
And
now.
look at that, so beautiful.
And it's no slouch also. Okay,
Yeah.
question for Mike. How do you differentiate V and W? 2V is W, right?
Okay, I think this one I will explain the W side lah. Then I will let Bobby explain the V side.
Wow.
Because the W is actually if you understand the Volkswagen VR6 engine, that's where they join two VR6s together.
Correct.
Then call it W. Yeah. That's where the engineering started from the VR6 engine. Yeah. You still got that 11 degrees or 15-degree angle on one bank of cylinder. So that's another V there. So on the other bank, you still got that V there. That's why they call it W. Yeah. So
Okay,
Basically,
I'll
it's
explain you
4
this way
banks
lah.
of cylinders.
Let's say this is
Yes.
got pictures.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
let's say this is
Wow,
a
that was
V6.
good. Yeah.
good. Yes.
Okay. So what's
Okay, Mike,
V6? This is a V6. Okay,
Yes.
3
Oh, I got
cylinder here.
Yep.
3 cylinder 1, 2, 3 here. Another 3
Yep.
cylinder here 1, 2, 3. A V12 is connected like this. That's
Yep.
a V12. A W12 is connected like that.
Yep.
Basically, a W12 is connected like that.
Yeah, you
There
can
you
see
go.
that.
So
Yep.
in a way, yeah.
If
So V12 would give you W12 will give you a lot more space.
Yeah.
Much
But
shorter.
V12, I believe, will be the smoother engine.
Which one?
The V12.
I believe V12 will be the smoother engine in terms of the harmonics.
Well, basically, you have
Wouldn't it be the
12
double
firing to work out,
Mm.
versus I mean, it's both are 12 firings, so it will smoothen out the
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I would have thought sound wise, the P12 will sound more like a V8 became bigger, like it's more throatier. W12 will be probably more balanced like a V6.
Yeah, but the one highly dependent on how the exhaust is
Yeah.
designed,
Correct.
how the
Yes.
flows are designed, right?
Yes. Because with the VR6 and the W12 engine, both banks, your intake and your exhaust, the distance that it travels inside the engine is different.
Yeah.
On 3 cylinders this side, and then another 3 cylinders on this side, the intake and your exhaust, the distance it travels is different. So the way the exhaust sound is very different. It's very burbly.
So, Con, earlier we spoke about Thomas's Mondeo. So, is Mondeo linked
Yes.
to the earlier S60?
Yes. It's the
Yep.
Ford EUCD platform related to the S60, S80, XC60, even the Range Rover Evoque.
Yep.
Okay. Cornelius Ko Chifung asked, "Hi guys, I'm planning on getting a loan for an MK GTI 211 to a 12 model. Any advice, or is it a good idea?"
Yeah, buy now. Still can get loan.
And MK6 GTI now is relatively quite affordable, right? It's like 40K.
Yes.
So
I think they're about 50, 60,
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It
Could be 60.
it's
Yeah.
like it's like taking loan to buy a Myvi law.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't burn you so badly even if it goes wrong.
But for a shorter period, probably about a 5-year loan.
Yeah. You have to take a shorter tenure, yes, because of the car stage.
Robo Voski 008 asked, Toyota Avanza 208 replacement. What do you recommend?
Expander.
Actually, Bobby, yeah, you're right, Bobby. Expander, I think the more I look at it and the road, like when I drove it was like, okay, that's fine, like, so nice and all that. But I see the road, I'm like, oh my god, looks so good.
It handles.
It handles. The handling
It
is actually,
handles.
wow,
That's the
I was
most
blown away,
surprising
man.
thing. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yes.
The tuning of the engine and gearbox is actually not bad, you know. So it
Yeah.
doesn't feel underpowered most of the time.
It handles.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can enjoy the drive.
Yeah.
El Camino wants to do a El Pacino. Should I get a Mercedes S450? Any opinion about the car?
There's no reason,
New,
well, not to get.
new, then don't buy. If you use, then okay. Because the new S-Class is coming already. So don't buy the S-Class now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you buy the S-Class now at what, 700,000, you're going to lose a lot of money because the new one is just maybe 1-2 months away. I don't know. Hey, no, it's already launched, right? The new S-Class
Yeah.
launched
You were there,
already.
You were there.
Oh, yeah, already launched. What am I thinking about?
Yep.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I've totally forgotten
in
about
Malaysia
it.
only hybrid, so yeah.
But the S450 is not a hybrid, right?
It's
The previous
well,
one.
the 3-liter V6, I think.
Is it heavy in Malaysia?
Yeah.
The inline six.
What's
It's a
the
6-cylinder.
price? I wonder what's the price.
S450 is a
Maybe
V6, right?
S450. Yeah. Oh, it's not V6. Isn't it the straight 6 engine con?
I sort of remember that this generation of the S-Class didn't get the straight 6, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
400K.
Yeah, sometimes the Malaysian specs are different from the rest of the world. It's a strange one.
Oh,
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought Mercedes changed all to straight 6, ma.
They did, but this one I think. Let me just.
It's still the old engine, but that old engine is still very good, right? That V6 is really good.
Yeah.
That Mercedes V6, fantastic engine. Yeah.
So, Anand Tila asked
Alright.
if I can see my F30. Sorry, I'm behind my videos. My videos all piling up. Need to do my editing. I bought a car almost 2 months now. I'll do the video and yeah, it's a nice car. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it so much that
wagon question.
Hmm.
Well, my vote goes to the Levorg.
I don't know, Bobby. I'm never a wagon guy. I look at the wagon, it's nice. I love the look of the wagon. But and I actually drive my wagon myself. I don't know whether I'll fit. I don't know yet whether I'll fit a wagon as a person. like all car guys see wagon like wow, wagon is nice, you know. But Mazda 6 looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love my wagons. I love my wagons.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, I love my wagons.
I mean, I like the idea of wagon, but I don't know whether I will drive a wagon or not. You know what I mean? It's like a picture you see. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the Mazda 6 is a very handsome wagon.
Beautiful.
Very, very handsome. And it's actually a lot bigger than the Levorg, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Levorg is a more car guy kind of, you know. Like you drive the Levorg, people will think,
Levorg is a WRX wagon, let's put it that way.
Depends on the engine, I would say. If you buy a Recon unit with the 2-liter turbo, then yes.
Oh,
The
but Malaysia
official
is
import
1.6.
1.6 turbo,
Wow.
yeah, not very tasty. The engine 1.6 turbo. Yeah.
And also the interior quality lah. The interior quality.
Oh
of
yeah.
Mazda, not bad.
Oh yeah. If you say
Oh,
interior,
no.
then Mazda 6 wins hands down, man.
Yeah.
Subaru is low range. You get inside the car. Yeah.
To me the Mazda so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either the 2.2 or the 2.5 Malaysia usually.
But one is a 4-wheel drive, one is a front-wheel drive, right?
Malaysia only had the 2.5 officially lah. You know.
Yep.
Oh, Mazda 6 2.5. Beautiful lah. You know when Joseph brings out his Mazda 6 wagon,
Yes.
I tell you, Thana, me and my wife now, we look at sedan, a bit one kind one, you know. We're like, Eh, wagon looks better, you know. Even my wife is like, "Ugh, sedan. She, you know, that I think that day she was pointing at what car was that? I think it's a G30 facelift. Then I was like, I point at, then my wife is like, so then no, what's the difference with a Honda City? I was like,
Oh,
she's like, the box like that, lor. I was like, wow, you're so anti sedan now. Yeah. Anyway, like,
Okay,
So-
let's help Black Jesus.
Black
Yes.
A2 says, sorry,
who you? F33
Currently drawing F3335.
wow.
The more rational, believe it or not, the more rational daily driver for you now would be the 340i.
Yep.
no, or the younger brother G340i.
But the 330i that engine the new B48 2-liter engine
Yep.
really beats the N55 way. Cannot
Yeah,
fight with the N55. Cannot fight.
Yes.
The way the engine
That
rev.
one of
The response
coming from
of
an
the engine,
coming from an F30,
Response.
right? The G20's right would be very harsh for this guy, man.
Oh yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
The 340i actually rides better.
Say again, Bobby? Say again, Tom?
It has EDC, right? The 340i.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It rides really well. Even
Yeah.
sports mode is comfortable.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean for town use, the B48, when I jump
Mm.
into that car, it's like, yo, this fella is so nice. Yeah. The
Yeah.
B48
It
engine.
sounds,
a-
it sounds much more livable compared to the N20 engine. The sound, the older
Yeah.
Yeah,
BMW
very
sound,
solid.
I
Yes.
don't. The older engine sound of the BMW was just, I don't know. It wasn't very pleasant. It felt very mechanical.
The
almost.
N20, after a number of years, right, they all start to sound like diesels.
Yeah, they're very mechanical sounding. The B48, which I have obviously an engine, it's just much more smoother. It's nice. It's responsive.
Yahweh, the B48, wow, 258 horsepower. I think
Yep,
that time when I review it, it's like it definitely is faster than my 320 horsepower 6 series. Right? It's
Yeah,
fast.
The 6-cylinder is lazy, Bobby.
Yes,
in
the
comparison.
N55 is lazy.
The even last time my N54 also, when I jump into the B48, right? It's like, wow, it's so revvy, Yeah. It's not just about the horsepower, it's the way that it delivers.
Actually, that's why when I reviewed the 7 series with the B48 engine, the 730 Li, right? Wow, I was so amazed at how willing and eager the car is to go,
Was it the
Yes.
B48?
The,
That's the
the,
X5,
the
sorry.
730 Li, that's with the B48 2-liter.
Yes, 258 horsepower one.
The one that
very
you were
nice.
impressed with was the X5, right? The X5 with the B58.
Yes.
X5, that was the B58 would be the 3-liter, ma.
Yeah, you were so in love with the engine. They're like, oh, so
Yeah.
nice.
And the engine sounds beefy, That's the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Con,
Yeah.
Con, just now you talk about ride, you look at his F30 is 2014, it's pre-facelift. So the pre-facelift F30, suspension also crashy one.
Actually, correct.
Yeah.
But it's but I mean, but then again,
It's not a busy riding car. It's not busy. The G20 GGOI M Sport is busy. Because
yes,
yeah,
not easy to live with.
yeah.
Easy to live with.
So, yep.
Jiggly all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
V as a question. Land Cruiser 300GR. I don't know.
No,
I
we haven't
haven't
driven.
known.
I have not driven.
Next question.
New Mazda 3 or new Civic? Wow.
Oh, this one very difficult. I think the Civic will beat the Mazda 3 sales.
Bobby.
Like,
Yeah.
You know
One
how,
thing I have to say, we have not driven the Civic, but I saw the interior. It's a big improvement from the FC's interior in terms of quality, man.
of course.
you know what I thought, Bobby? You know how how Civic and 3 Series always have got this almost like a link, There's some sort of link between the Civic and the 3 Series. Always, when they come with a model, they'll share the light, something like always something weird, because almost like the same second market. When they came out with the G23 series, my thoughts is it's a nice car, but it felt a bit grown up. You know what I mean? The D20 feels more grown up. It feels more mature, refined, whatever. The Civic also pull out now, also grown up, mature, whatever.
Yeah.
So, wow, this is really in line, both them. So it's a mature car.
I would say if I mean for looks wise, I'm all for the Mazda 3 hatchback lah. It's
Of course,
prettier.
there's no question about that.
But in terms of everyday usability, right, you cannot fault the Civic. The Civic's interior, Honda, they will do the but granted the Mazda 3 interior is very practical though, very very practical. But the rear seats are really tight. I would say if you are a more advanced driver, you can explore the intrinsic stuffs that Mazda built into the Mazda 3 to explore that kind of rear wheel drive kind of feel, kind of handling. The Mazda 3 that. The Civic would be Civic, but all the reviews we heard is like it drives like a European car now.
I really like how they reorganized the dashboard into just two very neat stacks. Yeah.
What if I were to give you a brand name, Con? Okay, if I hide the logo, what interior do you think this is from?
Audi.
Correct?
Yeah. Well, if I call the logo, right,
Audi.
Honda is not the first dash that comes to mind.
Yep.
Yeah. You know how there's a bit of a octagon, rectangular shape to this. Hide the vents, the display out. Yeah. Lift and shift, man.
You look at it so nice.
It's so VAG lah, the design. It is so VAG good lah. Yeah.
But the day I was chatting with a Honda salesman, right, and they were telling me that when they their own internal evaluation as salesmen, they feel that this is definitely a better car, but it's a more difficult sell because the design is not as loud as the Civic FC. Civic FC sells itself because of the design.
So I'm saying
this one, the salesman was saying to me, right? This one to close deal, they must bring the customer for test drive.
This is a more matured Civic, not the playful, not the youthful, playful Civic.
That's what I think also.
The Honda brand already ensures sales lah, right?
Yes.
If they can sell the Accord Thana, they can sell anything lah.
But when I first saw the pictures of the interior, I said, "Wow, this one, I can live with it, because of the
usually, and the thing is, right? Usually Honda interiors the materials are quite underwhelming one, but this one not. This one I touch and feel quite solid.
They have
I
to
just look at the pictures,
you
can see the difference.
True. Now the Corolla really feels like a segment down from both the Civic and the Mazda 3.
Looks low rent already,
like all the car manufacturers, because you said like it's all about technology, what you put in. They go to Bosch, go to Continental, they buy something and they put together. They get a car, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Like we drove the Kona, and I was surprised at how much of technology advancement is in the Kona at that price range. So like it come to a point that all the cars will be very similar looking, modern looking. Then what is it to differentiate to make it one better than the other? Then you got an Audi versus a Civic. How long will it take Civic to become as good as a German car?
How long?
But if you ask me, Thana, back in the 90s, the Civic were just as good.
Just as good as it?
Yeah, just as good compared to some of the German makes.
Back in I remember back in those days, the Civic 1.6 owners talked both about how they smoked 318Is.
Yeah, got double wishbone suspension.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the car drives well. The car drives well.
For that era, 1.6 Honda engine, Tapa 1.8 BMW engine.
Different
yes.
Easily
at the era.
Yeah.
One is safer, obviously. Okay.
All right.
So, question about meters again. T2i good enough? Because now
it is to me. To me, even without the digital meter, it was a good enough package.
Honda Accord 218 2.5 versus E-Class 216 2.1 Bluetech.
How high is your threshold for pain?
Why?
2.1 Bluetech.
As a used buy, right? I think the E-Class may be a better bargain though, because how low? Because you can't. I don't think it can dip anymore, right?
I wouldn't want that Bluetech engine lah. I wouldn't want that. Yeah,
Okay, buy the Accord.
I wouldn't want that. You know, when you run out of the urea, what do you call that? The urea solution.
Yes.
Yep.
You run out of that, your car would have a fault, and then your whole car would just shut down. You know.
Oh damn!
It's like, what the hell is that way? That thing is not needed to run the car. That thing is just needed to emit cleaner. You know, but if you run out of the urea thingy, right? You're done.
The AdBlue lah, the AdBlue.
AdBlue. Yes.
AdBlue, yes.
Yes. You need to pee into your fuel tank. Yeah. It's stopgap technology, really.
Yeah, and also the Mercedes diesel engine is so crappy in comparison to the BMW diesel engine. You know, there's no comparison. Yeah, the CRDI engine is really bad comparison.
The other day I was in a shop and I saw a 320D F30, and I was surprised how wide it is even used. The engine is actually quite wide. BMW.
Yes. Especially the B47 engine.
Yes.
The B47 engine. Quiet, refined, powerful.
Yep.
Great talk.
Talking about diesel and petrol, Porsche Cayenne 214, diesel petrol.
I know there are two words for petrol right off the bat.
Yeah.
But
I think the diesel is something that Bunong has one.
Yep.
Bunong has the diesel. And apparently that's fantastic. He says it's as smooth as petrol.
Yes.
Powerful.
Yep. And
but
to be
2014, right? 2014 got quite a few petrol engines, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's the
could be could be V6 maybe.
Yeah, 4.8 turbo, and then there's also the 3-liter turbo.
Right. So it depends which engine lah. Yeah. But for the diesel, you got the 3.0 and the 4.2. In fact, today one of my customer came in with the 4.2. Brilliant. The V8 engine, the V8 engine, the 4.2 TDI. Wow. 800 Newton meters of torque. Crazy. But very rare lah. Those are very rare lah. The 4.2.
I was hoping to see a Q7 6-liter V12 diesel.
Oh yo!
You know, they made it. They made it back in 2009. Yeah, only Q7 uses it.
Only Q7
6-liter V12 diesel.
Yeah, because the Volkswagen one used the V10. Then this
yes. That era Volkswagen is crazy. That era. Right?
Yeah. V10 TDI. And that was the era they used the Audi diesel to go and race in Le Mans, where they won.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That was the era.
Those were the time. Yep. And then, of course, Dieselgate happened lah. After that.
They were engineered by Americans.
Yeah.
Correct.
To me, right, if you sell what you send to test, I don't call it a cheap.
It's not.
It's
the
not
way
cheap. If you sell what you send to test,
yes,
I don't think it's a cheap.
That's what they did was no different from kids studying for exams.
Exactly. I mean, under different driving conditions, your gearbox would shift differently, and when your gearbox shifts differently, you will have a different emission.
Yeah,
Correct.
different load. When you want power, the load kicks in.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was, when the I remember when the fiasco broke out, I was like, what's the
Yeah.
fuss? I thought everybody was doing that anyway.
Yeah, because who makes all the ECU? Bosch, ma.
Yeah.
The basic
Yeah.
architecture is already there inside the ECU.
Yeah. I mean, you would be a pretty dumb engineer to not tune your car to match to to give the best results under the driving conditions.
You know what's funny, Con? During the Volkswagen, the time they call it the Dieselgate, right? At the
Yep.
same period of time, GM has the ignition issue,
Yes, which is
whereby the
worse.
cars they were driving halfway, the loose out ignition key, like shake until the key switch off the car. You know how many people died, Con? 60 over people died
Wow.
from steerings that got locked because the car switched off and they died. And GM basically just get a slap on the wrist. That's it.
Mm.
And they focus their firepower on Volkswagen. I mean, you look at history, right? Americans have always done this to foreign companies, not just
Yep.
car companies. Yeah, they've
In the
always
eight-
done that.
Yeah, in the 80s, it was the Audi's unintended acceleration.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
They did the same thing
and
to
then
them.
Toyota also kena, right?
Toyota
Yes.
also kena.
Correct. Yes.
Mm.
Wow, 119 now. That's
Oh,
Wow.
119. See?
Wow.
See? So many people died, and then they go and find Volkswagen like crazy amount,
Yep.
and then look at that.
Wow.
That's the PDI.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hey, the Q7 still looks so good.
Oh
The
yeah.
first generation Q7 is
Yes. Yes.
timeless design, right? Timeless.
the other day I saw Bobby wait
Yes.
as on the car was slammed to the ground.
Damn cool,
It
right?
looks cool,
Damn
right?
cool.
It looks cool.
So cool, my god. I was like, what car is that? Oh, Q7.
Nice.
But the
Hey.
Audi design language of that era is just
Yeah, man. Walter De Silva. Then the current Audi's design.
wow, really
Yeah.
awful.
New T3OE 218 or new Civic. New Civic haven't drive yet. But the T3OE 218 is I wouldn't buy that because it's not cheap. It's about 180k around there, 170. For the price, you can buy you buy 200k, you can get a 220 G20. So why you want to buy a T3OE? What's the point? So
Wow, so expensive.
yeah, it's about there. 170 or 60 at least.
Or
Hey,
20
no. Same price as Civic, bro.
What price?
Same price as Civic, 140 plus.
And for now, okay.
oh,
140 plus.
T3OE 218.
Mm.
Yeah, the
I'm sure it's
3-3
wrong, Bobby. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't
No,
trust
I
it.
just searched a whole bunch of it.
When you go and check, the year be wrong, trust me.
I think it is like.
the usual
2018 is the last batch F30, right?
yep.
Yeah. No, last batch is 2019.
Oh yeah.
Same year.
Correct.
Mm. Around there, the price.
I'll be shocked if 140 Bobby.
Because
218 Bobby,
all the listing.
because 2018 they only sold M Sport.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that means no 33OE.
T3OE M
Right.
Sport.
Or M
Got lah.
Sport.
You look at Muda, a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. When you go there, the year be different, Bobby. I mean, car list this year because 218,
Let me look at
150. Check out and see,
Yeah.
Mm.
Go check the year, lah. Make sure it's correct.
Yeah.
Price should be about 160, correct price.
Yeah, I tell you, Thana, when there are so many 330Es out there, I can
You
tell
can
you, I
declare
can walk
yourself.
up to any of this 130 one. I offer them 118, then nego, close it at 120. I tell you, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Too many in the market. Too many in the market.
Two is 18 if you're lucky. So you 5 year warranty. It's a good deal. Still a warranty.
1 year lor, you left with 1 year warranty lor. Okay lah. So which one would you get, Thana? Civic or 330E? You already get the 330E.
I would get a older 330E, LCI, like 217, 16, for the low hundreds. Not for this price. You know. Yeah. Not for the price lah. Not for 150. 150, I won't pay for the price lah. Pay lower. Civic, never know, never try yet, so I can't comment. But it's a brilliant car, fantastic car. I mean, I love it.
Civic, right, is actually one of the few cars that are probably more worthwhile buying new. Because they depreciate so slowly, right? There's no real gains in buying used.
Con, I can make this an easier question to ask. 140k new Honda Civic or 140k 140k new Honda Civic front wheel drive or 140k Civic hybrid rear wheel drive.
Wow.
Everybody will pick the rear wheel drive, right? So there you have it. Yeah.
Just change the batch, Bobby.
Yeah, and don't forget 330E is one of those rare cars hybrid with a handbrake.
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing that surprised me about this handbrake thing, because
I miss handbrakes.
Yes. Like I jumped into the M2 today, right? It came and do suspension. Yeah. I jumped inside the car, wanted to look for the electronic handbrake. Hey, this one got proper handbrake. So nice.
I miss it. I miss it. You know, I tell you that the feeling of doing a turn and then pull the lever just to slide the tail, so nice way.
Yes. Dying breed. This one also dying breed.
Yeah. Like every time I want to slide my 6 Series, right? I need to stop the car, hold the traction control until it's off, and then full lock my steering wheel, full throttle. Then only I get a little bit of slide, I can't do the slide in motion like cars with a handbrake lever.
Talking about Bobby, for some odd reason, cars 330E sold in 2017 early the year came with a 6-year warranty. I have no idea why.
Oh,
I think because of the battery thing. Everybody was worried about it.
So my friend bought it was a 2017 with a 6-year warranty. So go and check out the warranty. You may get extra warranty. Interesting, huh? Exactly. Question for Mike. Does tuning increase the RPM red line to the max? For instance, factory 6000, after tune 65. Will it be like for every tuning?
Yeah, some we do it for some of the cars, not all of them. Those that the engine is capable of revving that higher, we do release a few hundred RPM more. So it depends what model of car you have. Yeah, we do it. Yep.
Eugene P asks, which is worthy opponent from Japan to compete with the German sports line like the 3 Series? Lexus IS, Infiniti Q50, Toyota Mark X, Mazda 6, Subaru WRX, Lovok, others.
Oh, Lexus for me.
From a driving standpoint, I would say maybe the WRX, but from a comfort, nice GB inside interior, maybe the Mazda.
But I tell you, when you average or aggregate out everything, none of them beat the 3 Series.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the gold standard.
Yeah, it's the gold standard. None. Like you look at it, Lexus IS doesn't have a proper engine, right? Yep. Infiniti doesn't have a proper interior, doesn't have a proper steering.
Doesn't even have a proper steering.
Mark X doesn't have a proper engine. Mazda 6 doesn't have the proper wheels being driven, right? Subaru WRX would have been perfect. Then they put in a CVT. Ayo. So
almighty.
None. We haven't even go to infotainment system.
Yeah.
None. Cannot fight. All of them cannot fight.
Sorry to say, even the C class for me, it turns me off a bit compared to
Cannot
3 Series.
fight. Cannot fight.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, cannot fight.
I mean, you just drive them side by side. Yeah, you can really feel it.
Yeah. 3 Series is like it hits every point correct.
Correct.
Comfort, space, interior, drive, handling.
Yeah, actually, now that you mentioned space, the G20 is so spacious inside, man.
Yep.
So spacious.
Yep.
But
Alright.
my wife made a comment. She said, she
Yeah.
made a comment after driving the G20, and then the F30. I said, what is it for the new 360E? Well, the body roll, the small body roll on the G20. Like, wow. You said body roll, the word. I was impressed.
Win.
Win. So what about T2I, guys?
Bye.
Kia
Car.
Optima
You know they
5.
up the spec, right, Con? You know that they up the spec to have a full
Yeah,
LCD now.
Yeah.
Full LCD. I drive 7. So I mean, honestly, even without the LCD, right, I thought that the 320i is something that is a perfectly usable day-to-day car.
Con,
It disturbed me
my
quite-
gripe is that is a very, very ugly analog dial.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
Look at the
true.
F30's analog dial, so nice.
Yellow.
The G20 one.
No, that analog dial, right? It's as if they purposely design it to remind you that hey, you didn't spend enough money to spec the digital one.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
That is
The
like
only problem is that the digital dial is of a configuration that we don't really like. At least I don't really like. Yeah.
I forgot, Bobby. If I'm not mistaken, the on button on the 3 Series, you turn, the power button will go down up. The first model, the X1, it didn't do that. So and then the T30E didn't do that. So for some reason, they chose to make the T30i as worse as possible. Like, let me here make it worse.
Keep on reminding you.
Why?
What spec model?
Yeah. And I still don't understand why the 3 Series doesn't have a aircon sync button to sync the AC among all the zones.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody lives without a button.
And what annoys me with this current generation of BMWs, they move the lock button to the door and they don't duplicate it for the lower models.
Yes.
Yeah. Last time so simple in the middle, right? So nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know what? The Civic actually has lock and unlock button on both doors.
See?
But the day the 330E has it on both sides.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh, okay.
No, Bobby. Got
God,
Hmm.
it's on
Oh,
both
yeah.
sides. 320i no.
320i won't have one. 320i won't have that.
Yeah. All right. Quick one. This one Mazda 6 lah. Very easy. This one no challenge lah. 458 lah.
458 lah.
The LC 500 in terms of fun is okay only. I mean my repeat handles better than the LC 500.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Now it's a much bigger car. Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's take this question. We missed it earlier. We saw it, highlighted it, and we didn't answer it. Yeah. So, I mean, for me, given a choice, I will always recommend an officially imported unit. But the cars this age, right, is really more about the condition and the care that it has received from the previous owner more than anything else.
Yeah.
But
I'll take the local spec. I'll take the local spec.
Brainless here has a point though. Japan may have speed cut.
I don't know. All BMWs are speed cut to 250. Right?
Can tune.
Japan spec is speed cut to 180. I'm not sure if
Are
that
you
applies
sure?
to.
No lah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
We tune a lot of the Japanese spec ones also. Only sometimes they got the soft limiter, on idling. You cannot go past 2,500, 3,000 because of the emissions, I think. Noise emissions. But they don't have speed limit. The speed cut.
The 180 speed limit, right? It's not a law, It's a gentleman's agreement between the car makers back in the 90s. Yeah, it's not a law. And the Japanese car, your radio, you cannot listen to this FM.
Correct.
So you can only listen to BFM. Yeah. So get the local unit. And moreover, I think your local unit, right? You press the SOS button, right? It's gonna call the correct number. The Japan one, I don't know what number it will call. The SOS button.
Yeah. Later you have to speak konnichiwa.
Yeah. All right, get the local one. And Napa leather anytime versus Alcantara. Alcantara is a man-made material. Yeah. Okay, come. Apa lagi?
How about this one? 530E or 530I LCI? Keep 3 years plus.
I for me.
3 years plus.
I'll take an E lah. I like hybrid. Smooth. It's just smooth lah. It's nice to drive lah. If 3 years plus under warranty, why are you care? Service free. Use it. It's so smooth, comfortable. You get 50.
Just it's the hardest depreciating 3 year lor. But granted, I mean, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. It gives you another dimension of enjoyment. So by all means.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But then again, Bobby, it also was cheaper to buy from day one. So like when they did the maths, even on the A6 hybrid, people say, "Oh, highly depreciated cars, right?" But when they did the maths, it wasn't far off because the original cost was also cheap to begin with.
But I want to ask Mike a question. Mike, the 258 horsepower 530i engine versus the 184 horsepower 520i engine, are they the same engine?
No, the compression ratio is different.
So the 530 engine is a different one from the 530i lah.
Yes, really different. Yes. But then once we tune it, the horsepower actually stage 2 actually exceeds the 258 .
Yeah.
It just has that capability .
Yeah.
But then the 530 one, once you tune it, wow.
Yeah. I think for 3 years, I will agree with Thana. For 3 years, 530e, brilliant. Okay. Wow, this one need our help. Yeah.
I love to drive. I like coupe.
I like coupes and a good sounding engine. MX-5 not good sounding. MX-5 tak boleh dengar.
Tak ada bunyi.
Tak ada bunyi.
With loan.
Gran Turismo.
No, this one once loan
Loan.
Loan. This one.
Poor guy.
Loan.
Good sounding engine.
Yeah. Mike got a car with a very good sounding engine. About this price. Hey, I'm still waiting to see it, Mike.
Yeah lah, collecting all my parts.
Okay,
I don't like driving around when I feel this is not right, that is not right.
Wow, I can't wait to see it.
Me neither.
Yeah, man.
Major work needs to be done.
Good sounding engine. Must it be a big engine?
He cannot answer you now.
What do you have in mind, Thana?
No, but I think a nice coupe, like a Mercedes C300 coupe, I like those are nice for family. I think
he's not starting a family.
But not for the price lah. Yeah, for the price no lah. 175.
Actually,
You want
but this is an older car, lah. Actually the F30, right? The
What?
335i with the 335i, with the
Yes.
335i F30, with the proper exhaust, the car sounds damn good actually. With the tuning engine. Very beefy sounding, the N55.
can get a 435i lah.
Yes. That's
Oh,
another possibility. Yes, very good.
oh, this
Yes.
price can get
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Bobby,
yeah.
what
Think
about
around that price range, right? I think.
there was a 4 Series convertible for sale?
Wow.
Remember?
But 435i is brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
This price.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
300 plus.
And it's the last year to get a loan with the 640i.
Yes.
It's a brilliant car as well.
Yep. 640. Yes.
Yeah, 640i.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The
45i.
N55, the N55 sounds better than the N54.
Ah.
Where do you
Yeah,
find it? Car list. Car list. Yep. 435i then. I have no complaints with that. Brilliant car. All right, come. Apa lagi? Provided there's a C43 coupe, cannot be that price.
Oh, C43. We won't even look at Mercedes because they are just not at that price range.
Yeah. Expensive.
But this 435 is 212 lah though. A bit.
Oh.
That's knocking on M4 territory already.
Wow. Yeah, 212k lah. Wow, Mercedes is 280, 290k.
Yeah. Mercedes
You know what? Mercedes is like, you look at the used car price, right? It's like you look at how to justify buying.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
TT, Bobby?
Sorry?
TT.
Oh, TT, not bad. Not bad.
He's young,
Yeah.
cool.
But he says starting a family soon.
No,
Not starting a family.
Oh, okay.
So 2-seaters also jalan.
Yeah. I think can find a 435i lah.
Yeah, with loan.
But it's 212, so the closest one would be a BMW 640i. Yay!
Yeah.
Yes.
And that car, even until you start a family, you still can own it.
So, but if you're taking a short year loan, is then a short loan for the 6 Series, long loan for something like a newer car, 216.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Okay.
I
All right.
think Jiang found something, is it? Jiang.
Chiang will say,
Jiang wants to surprise us already.
Yeah.
That
108.
235i. Nice.
Nice.
But it's not a coupe. It's not a coupe.
What age is this? I think 2012 lah for sure.
Yeah, this color. 2012.
Oh wow, this is the one with the beige interior, the modern trim. They call this modern trim.
Yep.
Oh, that era. Oh, with that bamboo looking inlay. Wow, this one is like.
oh, funny, yeah? Beige color.
Wow.
Apparently this trim combo is quite popular in Singapore, I was told.
I mean, it's unique. Look at the color of the dials.
Yeah.
What year is this car?
Grey.
2012. I think it's
Grey
2012.
dials. But that
Very
steering
unique,
wheel.
Wow.
That steering wheel.
Very weird.
Wow, this one, I tell you, you need to find parts for your interior. You really pull your hair out.
You can't buy anything from Lazada or Shopee lah. Forget it lah.
Yeah. Hey, but interesting spec,
That's one with the.
Con. If you get this car, right, you go to Remus Place and do a sticker yourself. BMW individual manufacturer. Then you lie to people. Oh, this one is under the individual program.
Bobby knows funny. At
Sorry?
one point I was saying BM my interior all black. Now I see not in black. I said no lah, I prefer black.
All right.
Yeah, I think if this car you bought it, the steering alone is just to black, it looked nice. I think everything else works okay. The all the inlay and the steering lah, change that.
I like my interior light colors. Colors.
No, this is nice, but that's the steering.
No, but
just me,
the funny part is right. They have the whole car in light colors, but the buttons, the switch gears are all black.
Yeah. Hey, but Con, good news. When the black color peel off, it's gonna match. Because they peel off the time.
I just found the same car in car list. Apparently, it's a 2013 car.
Oh, this one sounds really good. This engine sounds really good.
Supercharged.
It pulls like crazy. This engine pulls like crazy.
The throttle
very
response
rare to
on
find
it.
it's very difficult to find an S5 with a V6. Most S5s are the 4.2 V8.
Yep, correct.
This is very, very rare.
Yes.
And it's a coupe. Wow, I would buy this. This is rare. And this is one of those generation, right, where the S5 is actually faster than the RS5.
Yep.
Oh, Android player lagi. Wah, ini sudah visit DMP punya.
Cantik.
Wow. The original one is black.
Hey, this one nice way. Look at the interior.
Nice.
My God, you look at the interior. Then you look at F30 interior. Cannot fight away. Really cannot fight.
You look at the seats, the sculpture of the seats. This one.
Yeah, man. I miss this car.
Oh, not the seats. Wow.
Oh, I miss this car. I miss this generation Audi. So nice. So damn nice.
This S5 coupe, the design is
timeless, bro. Timeless.
S5.
Timeless. You know what I would do? I would change back the front to the old Walter De Silva original front end design. That is so nice.
Yep.
This one also nice. This one also nice.
Yes.
Hey,
But
this
this
one
car,
Thana looking at Thana is like, I miss Audi.
I miss Audi. You know what? Yeah, Audi is nice, I must say. The way it
the
drives.
auto response of this engine, Bobby.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
crazy.
Look at the rims, Bobby.
Yes. I can tell everybody here, this car is sportier to drive than an RS6. Serious. RS6 has less understeer, but it's not as exciting as this B8 generation, Yeah, man.
Then
Oh,
once
so
you
nice,
exhaust and all
Bobby,
that.
one thing
Yes.
I really respect you is the way you drive the S4 up Genting. The way you drive the S4 up Genting. Epic. Epic.
It's logical. I remember once I went with Bobby. It was for
Yes.
the Toyota event. So I was in the car. It was very quiet. Went out. Something went up, no, something else. He said, okay, you okay? I said, okay. I just kept quiet. Didn't say a word up and thing and he was like, he could anticipate what the car will do and doing it. It wasn't the fact the car was powerful, but it wasn't the car was handling very well on the road. He anticipated the car will do this and he did that to counteract, So yeah, impressive.
Actually, you guys weren't in my most... Con, were you in my car when I was rushing up in the XC90?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you guys that.
Carrying the
Genting,
whole
right?
Horizon team in the XC90.
Yeah, Mike,
Wow.
Thana, the Genting, right? The last few corners until we reach the top, right?
Yep.
It's very steep one, right?
Yeah.
And then
Cross
if your car is tall enough, you can climb the inner apex, which the climbing is like that one, right? I did that with the XC90. Every corner, I was like, literally jumping over that thing.
I never thought an XC90 can be driven with that kind of exuberance.
You need the wheel travel to absorb all of that.
You know why, Mike? I was passing the guard house.
Yep.
And then my friends from Volvo, that time was the XC40 launch, man.
XC40, yes.
Yeah. Then they call me. Zahir called me. Bobby, where are you? I was like, why? Leonard, wait for you to launch the car. I'm like, wow, shit.
Oh,
That was a crazy drive lah. That was a crazy
Yeah, man.
drive.
Yeah,
The
man.
XC90 up getting like
Wow.
gila. Yeah.
really cutting the apexes, right?
It's fun. It's fun.
Okay.
All right.
We got something here from Romas and Jean. Has a C43.
Wow.
Wants to buy a 240
Wow.
H-Label Sport. Any problem with this car? Thank you.
This one is with a diesel engine, right? I think.
Oh, it's a diesel.
Yeah, 3 liter would be a diesel.
If not,
Mm,
there are very few petrol supercharged one that came in.
I see.
Supercharged.
Because of the road tax.
Yes, correct.
My only surprise with this car is the rear seats though. It's so tight.
Yep.
Given the car is so big, the rear seats are so tight. Yeah.
Yep.
It's I don't know. I have a few friends who had it. They are happy with the car. So
Yes.
mm,
But lately I've been hearing from one of my oil suppliers that
mm,
people are encountering problems with the 3-liter diesel engine the Range Rover Sport. Especially the UK ones,
I
you
see.
know
Okay.
how long the service schedule is in the UK.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes. So that's what I've been hearing lah. Yeah.
I
What
think
is the
common-
price though? Maybe we can help him by looking at the price first.
Yep.
2000. I think it should be cheap though. Why he want to change to a Range Rover Sport? What is 140? Hey, why the price variation so high?
140,
260K. Wow, expensive eh.
the 2.0? No, sorry.
Wow, very expensive way.
Still 500K. 290.
I'm seeing 380, 240, 280.
Yep.
380. Wow, 250, 240. Wow.
Also,
Wow,
this
cheaper
one,
than 240.
and this one, a lot of them all on air suspension as well. Yeah, that's prone to failure. At this age, lower arms. These are the common faults on the car.
Okay. I want to suggest him to have a look at Cayennes instead.
Yep.
Same year,
price range,
2014 Cayenne is cheaper though.
Wow.
Yes. And
Yes.
full size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just that the engine choices it's like 4.8. But it's a full size SUV. 4.8 road tax is cheaper than a passenger car.
Yeah.
Right? Wait.
And the
Well,
Cayenne is a
wow.
sportier drive. Cayenne is a sportier drive. Yeah. Range Rover is
And
more
you can get it
of wafting.
if you can get the same model year for less money than a Range Rover Sport, it's a no-brainer to get the Cayenne.
Yeah. You see this one 3-liter Sport supercharged, it's a proper engine, but 260,000 way.
Yep.
Wow. Wow, this car really sought after. The resale value so high. Way.
Yolo.
It's a sought after car, Bobby. This one.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
My wife loves this car. She loved the design.
Yes. So does my
Loves
wife.
the design. Yeah. It's a beautiful car.
Yeah. And also the interior is quite nice, actually.
Yes.
The interior is quite nice.
But it doesn't drive half as well as a Cayenne.
Oh, no
I mean,
question.
this is more of a car for wafting,
Yeah. Cayenne
more
drives
relaxed, more
better.
relaxed.
So on the same line, Bobby, the Bella or the new Cayenne that's coming out, the CKD.
Vela is pretty, but Cayenne is the X5 law. Buy the X5. In terms of price, the Cayenne, even though CKD, right, they're gonna up the spec, and then once you spec it out, it's still gonna be six
Correct.
plus. Yeah, X5 is only like how much? 400.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah. Get the X5 lah. X5 lah. In terms of specs and price. Okay.
this is an easy one. 530E, 530I LCI. Better resale value. Of course.
Of course, the
Obviously.
non-hybrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. XC40 redesign. Worth the buy?
Yep.
Is there a redesign? I don't know. I mean, XC40 is fantastic.
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 But now they have the PHEV version also.
Yeah, it's coming in February. No, the EV is coming in February.
Yes.
The EV.
308. Any comment, anyone?
Don't hear much big
Really, right?
reliability issues. Don't hear it.
Yeah.
People are happily using them in the new generation ones. All right.
They sorted most of the issues they had.
Yeah, and that's the strategy. That's a good strategy when you stick to one engine for 14 years.
Yep.
For your entire lineup. If you still fuck it up, right? It's like you only have one engine to fix it. It's like,
Yeah.
The Prince engine.
Question for
Yeah.
Mike here. The
Yeah.
B30 engine, is it a failure design from BMW?
I wouldn't touch it.
Why? So bad, man.
No lah. Why?
Why?
I know people say it's
I mean-
underpowered, but
Yeah,
But-
but I mean the gap between this and the 320i. Why you want to go and buy this engine?
There's no reason.
Yeah, no
so
reason.
it's not a bad engine per se, but it's like more on the lines of why don't you just go for a B48?
Yeah, just go for the B48.
But I guess
You know, I learned something interesting, guys.
Yep.
To reduce emission, they have to first reduce displacement, right? But when they reduce displacement, right, they have to
Yep.
reduce the cylinder count to maintain torque output. It's something new that I learned. If it is 1.5 with a 4-cylinder, right, they need to squeeze more in the turbocharging to produce the same amount of torque as a 3-cylinder because the cylinders are larger.
More
Yeah.
efficient. Yeah, it becomes
just-
just a little bit more efficient.
More strategic, I would say. More
also,
strategic.
also more moving parts, they lose more power in the process.
I learned this thing
Yep.
over the past few weeks
And-
only.
And also, if you look at it, the 1.5 engine is basically you knock out one of the cylinders.
Yeah.
So you're still using the same pistons, the valves
So-
and all that. Yeah.
So more and more manufacturers, if they stick to ICE, right, we're gonna see more and more. They're gonna arrive at the same conclusion. To maintain power, they need to reduce the cylinder to 3 cylinders
Yep.
to keep the cylinder size to generate that amount of torque.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leads me to think back, back in its day. That's why the Daihatsu Charade is 3 cylinders. Back in its day.
Yeah.
At that time, yeah. That's what they did as well.
All right. Come. Apa lagi?
JL asked, will Bobby ever consider a W12?
No. W12 is a failure, I would say. It's a failing monster. it's like what Con sometimes say. Oh, you'll be helping your mechanic have their kids graduate from university. That's a good engine to start from. Let me graduate.
Yep.
Oh, before we take further questions, Thomas is waving at us from JB.
Oh, drive safe, bro. Drive
So,
safe.
Porsche Cayenne S latest or Maserati Levante S? Expensive choices.
The Porsche is the safer choice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me,
I mean-
you get into a Porsche, any Porsche, you just feel special, you just feel sporty. I'm
know,
blown
man.
away. How can they
Yep.
make a Porsche Cayenne, such a big car, handle like a sports car? I don't understand how it's possible. So to me, Porsches are very special.
You know, today Alex Stamrock let me drive his 993. I was like, oh, it's just so nice. It's like
How's the
such a
pedal placement?
oh yeah, the accelerator, right, is like how we step on it's like our brake pedal lah. But you know the way the car responds, it's it's so nice It's just so
That
nice.
that
the
time when
steering,
Mike let me set in a 964,
Yep.
you know, yeah, it totally throw away any imagination that I had on driving a classic Porsche over Mei Hong Son, you know, because you know how big my feet is, right? My feet is 11 and a half size, you know, and then all the pedals are all cramped to the left side. It's like, what the hell, way?
Bobby,
and then the organ placement of the pedals, Bobby.
do you know I'm a size 11?
Yeah,
You know I'm a size 11?
you are a size 11 as well.
Yeah, 11.
Wow,
Really?
Yeah.
my feet is small in comparison to you guys.
So yeah, so
No wonder your wife always very happy.
yeah, I heard Tess happy lah. Huh?
No. I because I'm like 5'11", right? So so my one proportionately is not as happy as yours.
My wife is there. My wife is there.
But given your height, it's 11, right? Wow, proportionally,
Ratio, yeah,
the ratio is mad way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but the point
Like
is,
a boosted engine. Now we talk about hybrid.
Wow.
You gotta
Itu cylinder besar.
Bukan ini
Wow, the con rod, wow, the con rod.
long stroke,
you know
long
why?
stroke,
Keep the top up. That's quiet.
long stroke punya engine. Oh, okay.
Okay, coming back. No, so yeah, I also find it difficult on a manual to keep the pedal like so. Yeah, how to wear proper shoes lah, tight shoes to make it work.
How Con, what was the weight of the clutch on the 993?
Oh, this was an auto.
Oh, auto. Oh, okay.
4-speed auto.
Oh, all right.
So it's not fast. The car is not very fast by any standard, but I like the way the car. The word that I would describe the car is that it's very crisp. You know, it responds very proportionately to the outputs that you give it, to the inputs that you give it. You know that when you the throttle pedal is heavy, so when you want to extract speed out of the car, you have to put in effort on your right foot.
Yep.
Say again, you must put
So,
effort.
because the accelerator is very heavy.
Oh,
So you want to squeeze speed out of the car, right? You really have to, you know, put in that effort to step on the accelerator and that trump.
90s Continental throttle pedal, right?
Yeah,
Really heavy one, right?
Yeah,
You know, a lot of Japanese car owner, they go up to a 90s German car, they step on the throttle, they're like, hey, why the car doesn't move one? No power one.
Yeah.
Especially 124 Mercedes.
Oh yes, man. Tell me about it.
Oh, you the one you put a brake on also. Wow.
Yeah.
Need an assistance, man, for that.
90s.
Yep.
okay. Ernest Chua asked question. I clocked 27,000 kilometers annually. Thinking of getting a Volvo S60 2020 model using a 212 E25 ISO coupe, and house reliability of the T8 after high miles. So a used S60 T8, obviously, in Malaysia.
Yeah.
But very low mileage, like 27 lah. I can't see
much,
an issue. Very low mileage, 27. Yeah, so I don't think any issue in you getting one, you know. Still on a warranty.
I already know T8 XC90 owner who has clocked more than like 230,000 km on his car. So, I mean, it's a hybrid. It's when it's a hybrid, right? You're bound to have maybe little glitches sometimes when the batteries temperature regulation, then a little turtle logo sometimes come up. You just switch off your car, lock your car, wait for it to reset, and then see whether it comes on again. It's hybrid is Volvo's hybrid is very complicated because it's an engine with a turbocharger and a supercharger and a hybrid. There's so many components in it. So it's like as complicated an ICE engine can get. It's way more complicated than a V12 engine. So I wouldn't say that it will be as totally problem free as compared to a simple 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. But I think it's a proven drivetrain. The one thing that you can be comfortable is that from 2014 until now, there are no global T8 failures. No such thing. We don't hear that at all.
And
the engine was proven to be so reliable, even with turbocharging and supercharging. Whereas you look at Volkswagen back in 2009, they introduced the engine, a major fuck up, and then they just discontinued that. But Volvo sorted it. So
and you notice that the used car values for all the T8s are still holding strong.
I got a theory. My theory is when they began with hybrids earlier, yes, they had an issue of trying to make it. How do you make this work, But lately, the hybrids are all the cars I think are very sorted. And also, I find that like on my T30E now, I charge in the morning, I go to school, I come back and stuff. I hardly turn on the engine. That's how it is. It's always on the battery power. Once in a while, it goes on. So I'm thinking myself, wow, the wear and tear on the engine actually, it's very minimal. You think about it on a hybrid, if you charge it and you use it, so I would think 27,000 kilometer on a Volvo X60 probably be equivalent to like a 15,000 kilometer mileage on a ICE.
Correct.
So it's actually very, very less stuff in the car.
And also there's one more thing to take note, right? From 2014, actually not from 2014, from 2010, when Volvo began designing the Spa platform, right? They were designing it for hybrid first, then petrol later. Whereas BMW and Mercedes is doing it the other way around. They retrofitted their ICE cars with a hybridized, PHEV thing.
This is
from third party. Basically, they buy off the shelf stuffs onto their cars. So from the early onset, right, they have a lot of minor problems whereby, let's say they face this issue, then they have to go to their supplier, and then the supplier is like, hey, I give you everything according to your spec. And then they are like, hey, cannot, there's a problem. Let me check your source code or design. And then the supplier is like, hey, that's my proprietary, But Volvo was doing everything in-house.
This was especially true with I think the F30 and the first X5 hybrid.
The first batch, right? The first batches. Yeah. So
I heard some stories about the X5, the first batch. The F30 not so much, but the X5 I've heard some stories, some cases.
There are the first batch. There are.
So anyway, moving on. What else?
Do we want to scroll all the way down?
Can.
Like how Thomas sometimes would do it, so that we catch up with the.
Can catch up. Okay. Wow, a lot.
Questions.
Okay.
A lot.
Oh my god. Okay. Compact EV. Haven't tested. Cannot tell. Once EV comes.
Cannot answer this one. I mean, so many EVs are coming in though. The Mazda MX-30, right? I think Honda will be bringing the what is it called? The Honda what? Are they bringing
the one that look like the
first
gen Civic, right?
I think a lot of EVs are coming in. So let's hope for the best. All right. I just want to answer this one. Sorry. It's the Oh, buy no, I did buy. I don't know whether it's good or not. I've never experienced. Oh, I just want to answer this one. 4-liter V8, buy. All right, just
Yep.
buy.
This engine is good. This one.
Yeah, fantastic. It's the Audi 4-liter V8 twin turbo
Alright.
engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a good question. Vishalan asked, Bobby, you buy a car. What car would you buy? A new car. You must give him budget lah, huh? 500k
Yeah,
budget.
lor.
New car.
Huh?
Okay,
New
lah,
car
700k. 300k. Oh, how much you want, Bobby?
1.2
How much you want?
1.2 million.
What? No. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Cannot ask like that one lah, wey. Cannot ask like that
Okay,
one lah. How to answer?
Okay.
Right.
Victor Lee asked this question twice. Prado, this is about, I think, off-road. I'm not so into like LCs and stuff, so I can't answer you. Sorry, yeah. This is about engine at 1KZ, 1KD.
Wow.
So, yeah, very dynamical. Sorry, guys. I'm not
Sorry, very deep.
X90, is it coming?
Okay.
I mean, put it this way lah. I just want to answer that with a very speculative mind lah. From a business perspective, if you are Proton, right? You already launched your X50, you already launched your X70. It has proven to be successful, and then your X70, right, only reached 120k. Only reached 120k. There is a playground of 80,000 to 200k for you to explore. And from Proton's perspective, right, 200k is not that hard to go. Why? 200k is where Accords, Camrys, and Toyota RAV4s are around there. Mazda 6,
Yeah.
CX-5, 2.5 turbo. So these are the players in 200k. Your most expensive car currently is 120. You have an 80k playground to come in and tackle the market.
Yep.
Obviously, you will bring in the X90. 100% from a business perspective. Even though I don't have news, I'm not close to Proton, but from a business strategy, you need to bring in the X90. Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's definitely coming in.
So talking
Right.
about also price range, Bobby, you talk about 200k. For 300k, should you go for the G28 or a used G30?
Apa itu G28 ah?
Is the
I think it's the 3 Series long wheelbase.
Oh,
G28 is the okay.
long wheelbase. Hey, I don't know why Malaysians don't buy the long wheelbase. Right?
No.
Why,
I've seen
I don't know why.
I think one or two only.
Actually, it makes sense, with the narrow body and then with the extra leg room at the back.
Yeah, but interesting, right? We all thought Malaysians all kiasu like China, right? Like, wow, longer wheelbase, we all will buy. But I don't see any of them, right?
I think for Malaysian, Bobby, if for the price, you better buy a 5 Series. The 5 Series has got a different badging to it compared to a 3 Series. So,
is it a lot more expensive? What is the price of
Well,
the long wheelbase?
it's at the price point of the old 520i.
Oh. Oh.
So knocking on the 5 Series.
Yeah.
it's a stopgap car, so to say. In between.
Yeah. But to be honest, the G20 really drives a lot more sharper than the G30. Wait, G20 is the 3 Series. Yeah. The 3 Series drives sharper than the 5 Series. Right. And then if it's the used G30, right, the pre-facelift, right? Now the facelift looks so good, right?
Yeah.
You drive the pre-facelift out.
But you wait for another year or two, you can buy the facelift kit, so spend 30k, 20k facelift.
Wow, expensive lah. 30,000 for headlamps.
You really are better.
Mercedes, Mercedes that came out with the square lights and they came out with that whole shape thing. Oh, that one was it.
Yeah.
Whole new car.
You know, when I was refreshing my 6 Series, right? So many people said, "Hey, Bobby, go and change the LCI headlamps." Then I answered I answered online saying that no lah. But at the back, I go and text Sunway, ask them how much is a 6 Series LCI headlamp, right? It's like 32,000, bro.
What? No.
Yes, a
Cannot
set
be.
is 30
Wow.
over 1,000,
The
bro.
light and the bumper, all that, is it? Or just the lights?
Just the lights alone. Because there are no used ones out there.
Okay.
The
Cannot find.
facelift ones are LED headlamps, Bobby.
Yes. It's 30 over 1,000.
Yeah, lah.
And then
LED
the only thing I managed to find is a half-cut M6. All right, half-cut M6, and then the seller say he's not selling it separately. He's selling the whole half-cut, like 150,000. Yeah, not selling just the headlamps alone, So have to order, and then when you order, coding everything is 30 over 1,000. No way I'm spending 30 over 1,000 for a few light strips, lah.
Yep.
No way, lah.
No way.
30K I can buy an Alpha 159 with.
Exactly.
Yes, and have fun.
Okay.
All right.
Going back. New F-Type worth getting?
I don't know. I have no comments. But it's more interesting than a Boxer, lah, to be honest. Boxers are everywhere. Caymans are everywhere. You drive a Jaguar now, suddenly people will come and look at your car, You buy a Boxer in Cayman, it's like...
You know what's funny, Bobby? Like, there are so many Porsches out there that when I drive my Porsche, an older Porsche, they look at my Porsche more because why? It's an older Porsche, not very common.
Yep.
It's a cheaper Porsche, like, hey, what different, huh? So it's like there's only Porsche out there, so it's funny, like, So yeah. Myvi 2022 or a Iris 2022?
Iris drives much better, but
I like the Iris driving, but Myvi is more size-wise, practical size,
Yep.
It's a
yeah,
Myvi, lah.
Myvi, you get a bigger boot with the Myvi lah.
Yeah, it's practicality.
Everything bigger.
But the you say about practicality, right? I think the Iris now has a better organized center console compared to the Myvi.
The interior is better though. Interior, the leather seats, the finish, the buttons, the high proton, everything with the interior of the Iris is better than the Myvi. Everything. The only part the Iris loses to the Myvi is the space. In my opinion.
Yeah, for me, personally, buying, if I don't think about resale value, I will buy the Iris lah.
Yeah,
but
no question.
I would say that a lot of buyers of this segment, a high resale value car allows you to jump segment next time when you change cars.
Hey guys, I need to excuse myself. There's something.
It's something that allows you to jump to the next segment solely because of your high resale value. Next time, very nice, bro. The new Protons, the interior, everything is like super nice.
The one we saw was the one with the brown leather interior. Was even nicer. The new one.
The Iris drives well, that's for sure,
Very nice, very nice.
Mike, I want to play a game. I want to guess what is Bobby's next answer.
Okay.
He's going to say yes. He's going to say bye.
Hello.
Bye.
I mean,
can't go wrong.
Yeah, but it has recently gone through a upswing in its resale value.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you are able to find some of the Dato or Tan Sris who have a 987 lying at home, not driving one, and these are the kind of people who seldom go to Muda and Carlis, right? Try and pull a fast one and offer them 80,000.
There's one car for sale in Malacca, a yellow Porsche Boxster. The story is this: the guy spent obscene amount of money to change the entire exterior.
And yellow Boxsters.
Wait, the entire exterior to become a 987. It's a 996, but convert to a 987.
Oh my God! Don't lah.
He's done that, and he can't sell the car now because why? The interior is a 986, the exterior is a 986.
Don't lah.
That is butchering a Porsche,
Yeah. Don't lah.
I feel lost now. Gary says not like exchange. I don't know what he meant by exchange.
Excuse what?
I don't know. I lost time. I'm going back
What
in
with
time. I'm going back in time in the comments, so sorry about that. Okay. What do you call this? Any questions for me? How about Simon Sue says G30 or 205? Can't decide which I'll go for. My main concern is which car has lesser issues.
Come on.
Both are good.
Both are good.
Really? This question is serious. G30 is 5 series or the W205 is C class or right?
Different class.
But
Yeah, I would definitely go G30 lah. W205 is like bad soundproofing, blah blah.
No comparison really. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
is a class above.
Yes, but granted, the facelifted W205, they finally fixed the transmission issue lah. The pre-facelift, the transmission has a mind of its own lah. It's just weird.
Yeah, the 9G lah, the 9G transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that was a 7G, right? The pre-facelift is the 7-speed.
7G. Yes, then they went to the 9. The 9G. And
when
then
they went to the
improved
9,
engine as well lah. They improved everything.
yes.
Basically.
The pairing was improved lah.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So
a newer 330E M Sport or a used 530E M Sport?
wow.
It really depends what you want. This one.
Yeah lor. Both has the same.
Both
Both has the same drivetrain, right? Both has the same drivetrain. One car is bigger, more comfortable. Another one is more sporty. That's about
Correct.
it, right?
But pre-LCI and the new 330E. I'm a fan of the new 330E.
Yeah.
Mike,
I just want to answer this one because I answered that one first. What's that?
Mike, Polo 219 1.6. Anything better to recommend?
Wow, 60K. 60K got a lot of things to buy. Can buy GTI, right?
Correct. You can buy an early GTI, right? Mark 6.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah.
Even a later one, 2012, I think it's maybe about 70K you can get.
Oh.
70 something. Yeah. Why a Polo 2019?
Yeah.
Go GTI lah.
But 60K.
Passat, cheapest one you can get?
Yeah, B8 Passat. B8 Passat. Yeah.
So cheap Passat.
70 some, I think 80 70 plus 80 B8.
Imagine Passat
I mean the Kosong spec one
but still.
A much better car.
God.
QB.
Oh my god.
How much are they? Let me see here.
I don't know. I'm trying to find.
Tier 1.
There are so many B7 Passat.
Yeah. No.
Oh my god, B7 Passats are everywhere. Okay. I think I'm reaching there already.
2017 is 50K. 2017 for 50K. Is that right?
2017
17 for 50K.
Serious?
2018
is 70 plus.
Okay, please get the B8 Passat lah.
Yeah.
Get the B8 Passat.
Yes. And also the fuel economy is better, man. Fuel economy is better than the 1.6, more powerful.
It's only 2-year difference with the Polo, and it's gonna hold this value much longer than the Polo.
Wow.
Much longer than the Polo. I mean, you buy a Polo at 60 versus you buy a Passat at 60, right? The Passat's gonna hold longer. Right?
Yeah, but Passat don't have 60 lah.
I mean 72. Because it's available for loan, right? The difference is 6K down payment versus 7K down payment. It's 1,000 ringgit difference.
Yes.
In terms of down payment. And then when it comes to repayment, right, monthly repayment, right, is less than 200 ringgit, if you stretch your loan. So
negligible, right?
Yes. Get the Passat 1.8, when it comes to selling, you're gonna earn back your money next time compared to the Polo 1.6. get the Passat, get the Passat. Yeah.
About 70 something only.
Yeah, man.
Hasbulla has a
Hey,
question.
some more comfort line, some more with LED headlamps.
So Hasbulla has a question. Is it true the used market prices are increasing as waiting time for new car is very long? Some cars are really
Depends. Okay. I mean, Hasbulla, you're a professor, right? It's always demand and supply, seriously, right? Sometimes when a car has no demand but also no supply, so the seller can put any price they want, right? Sometimes when cars are like super popular but also super high demand, it will be strong, like my V, right?
Yep.
So it really depends on these two things. It's not across the board. I don't think it's across the board. All right. So I just want to answer this guy. He I think he asked a question on one of my YouTube videos, and then I answered him, and then he repeated the question here. Okay, I think the question was a bit longer. It was something like in the long run. So I answered it very straightforward. I said the M340i is not a hybrid, right? It only has 2 more cylinder, and so it has less components than a 330e. So in the long run, I think that it will have less chances of incurring higher running costs. That's it. Nothing about resale. It's not about fuel costs and all that. It's solely when you ask me that question, a car with a hybrid drivetrain has more components. That's it. More complicated. So more care needed. All right.
Basically, less to go wrong also lah.
Yeah, less to go wrong, right?
Less under stress.
This one, please go ahead and buy. Korean cars are superbly reliable. Korean cars. And this is the one with the 240 horsepower. So
GT.
nice.
GT.
Yeah, man. 240 horsepower. And you can select V8 engine sound in the car. You can select V8.
Wow.
Yeah. It's damn funny, one.
Okay, question from Jordan.
Yeah.
Evo inspection centers all capable of identifying whether a BMW is good to buy, or only a few are experts in BMW?
Yeah, I think there are more people who knows how to fix BMWs than new Camrys out there now. I think it's like
I'll give you my experience now. So when I called up, they asked me what car it is, and based on your car, they recommend where to go for the proper inspection place. So they will match you up. So
okay, Jordan, when it comes to inspection of whether a used car is buyable or not, right? You don't need experts in BMW, to be honest, because what the inspection centers does is to prevent the lowest denominators, I would say. I mean, whether the car has been in an accident or not, or whether the car has gone through a flood, or does it have major issues, So it's the big ticket items that they are looking at. Not you can't aim for like a super expert in seeing a car and then deciding that, whether this 5 Series F10 have changed the aircon filter, because it gets clogged up and then water will go into the cabin and things like that. Not to the extent lah. It's to prevent the big troubles, not an expert to make sure every small trouble is taken care of lah. So you don't need an expert in deciding whether a car is buyable or not. Yeah. Or Mike, you are very experienced in BMWs also. I don't know.
Yeah lah. I mean, basically, if you inspect a car, you can see whether it's well taken care or not lah. Yeah.
Right. The most important thing, I mean, of course, for people like us, right, Mike? For people like us, when we inspect a car that we want to buy, right? Even if we know that the front fender has been crashed before, don't care lah. That one is not considered a crash in our books, right? Yep. Front fender, you take out the whole front fender, you replace it, the car is not crashed anymore, right? So
correct. As long as the chassis is not affected, that's fine.
Exactly. For people like us, right? Small accident, front fender, so what? Door, so what?
I got
Alright.
I got 700 ringgit discount on my BMW because there was a crack in the bumper in front, and and I took the discount when the bumper use is only 400 bucks. So
Exactly.
Yep.
painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
question. Hi guys, 24 buying first car. Not sure between a Mazda 313, 2.0 sedan, 50k mileage, or brand new 2022 Persona. Will definitely appreciate the help. Thank you.
Wow.
Nikki Polly sunflower seed. Wow.
Or Persona versus.
Hey, the price so strong, the Mazda 2013.
Wow. Shouldn't be.
Mazda.
I think that one you can get to the Sky Active model already, right?
Yes.
Right, not
Wow.
they call it the. That should buy you a.
Yeah, Mazda 3, Mazda 3, 2014 Mazda 3. Well, that's the old Sky. Oh, yeah. I think it's this one. How to share to Chi Yang? I haven't shared. Only all the Mazda 6 pop up. I think I found it. Very few selling though. 2014. I mean, I'm guessing it because I picked one that is close to the price of a Persona. 50 over 1,000. I think that should be the one now. Yeah. Persona, definitely brand new car, 0 mileage, and then you have the high proton thingy for the infotainment only lah, not the window and all that. And I think Persona has more space. Persona is also uglier, right? Yeah, way uglier, and way higher fuel consumption than a Mazda. And most importantly, the Mazda has gone through the highest depreciation curve. So Proton, like Con last time, he bought a brand new Proton Persona, and then in just 2 years he lost 30,000. Sold the car and lost 30,000 in 2 years. So I would say if you're buying your first car, you can definitely get the 2014 or 2013 Mazda 3.
Yep.
Get the Sky Active one, don't get the
Yeah lah.
free Sky Active one. Yeah, get the Sky
Yes.
Active one. Right?
Always buy the Sky Active
car.
model.
Yes, it's a really nice car. And then if you visit Mike Yap, right, you're gonna get a lot more horsepower.
Yep.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's a real step up lah, for about 10 grand more.
Yes, but
Sky Active.
because it's not a new car. There's a benefit with buying a used car also, is that when you face any small niggling issues, right? Okay, I'll put it this way. When you buy a used car, right, and then you found out your side mirror doesn't fold, you have less stress than your new car having a small scratch on the leather seat. When you buy a new car, right, you spot one small thing, the anger in you, right, is way higher, way higher, that kind of stress, because you felt that you are shortchanged. Yeah, that's the thing.
So for me, Bobby, I look at it differently. When you have a new
Yeah.
car and the car got problem,
Yeah.
I'm concerned because it's a new car, there shouldn't be a problem. When it's an old car, there's a problem. I know the answers are already out there somewhere in the world. It can be solved.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's an issue that, like, imagine if I buy a new car and there's a problem, it's like, hey, takkan like buy the car 1 month of issue already. Then I'm like, I lose the car trust. But it's a used car, I buy, problem. Oh, okay, this problem can fix, no issue. So I'm more happy to fact I can solve the problem, So that's how I think about
And
car.
It's not even to
Go
the
ahead.
extent of a breakdown, It's not even to the extent of a breakdown. You buy a new
Yeah.
car, right? You spotted one small
Small
scratch
thing,
on the dashboard. One small scratch on the dashboard. You're furious one,
Yes.
Serious.
Mm.
I mean, just like me, when I first got my Passat but now it's 4 years or 5 years back. When I first bought my Passat, right? Drove the car out of the showroom. And the bloody car, the balancing is off. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is already annoyance. So straight away I go back to my own tire shop, get it balanced out. But after balancing up, still got problem. Why? The car was sitting in the yard, the tires got flat spotted. Then you got to go to the service center, beg these people to go and change your tires for you. It's like 3 different times before they actually take any action. Yeah. So you can start like that.
The dealers
got
are
to
really at that time.
Yes.
I think that era they were rushing to sign on dealers back then.
Correct.
Right? Too many dealers like that.
Yeah. But
Okay,
that's
let's pick up the sales here for questions.
Okay, come. More questions.
Okay, quick one. F1052 AI 2-liter B40 engine, any good? Good. But
no B48 on the F10.
It's the old engine. It's the old
all N20. All
engine is
N20.
good, but the car is wrong, The B8 Passat is leaking oil at 2K. No lah, game is good, ma.
Okay, I just want to say something before I answer anything because I'm not as knowledgeable as Mike Yap on F10, right? Gun.
Yeah.
A car leaking oil at 92,000 km, right? For me, is acceptable.
Yes.
That is 92,000. I mean, that's not a problem. That is just, you need a major service on it,
Yep.
92, bro. That is almost the lifespan of the car that was. You see, cars are designed with their suppliers all. The contract is that these things should last 100,000, right? So when 92 is near that, don't forget your idling time. The time where your car sits there running the engine just like that, blowing the aircon, waiting for your girlfriend, buying stuff, all those make your car's real mileage exceed that of your odometer.
Yes.
All right.
Especially KL traffic, I do agree with you, Bobby.
Yes. The idling time.
When you go to work, it's 1.5 hours. On the way back, it's another 1.5 hours. But you have only done 20 kilometers. So
also, the whole thing about engine oil leaking, it's like where is the engine leaking? If it's a head gasket, engine for me it's like okay, normal lah. Head gasket leaking, it's a normal thing. Just test the head gasket. If it's an oil sump also no problem lah.
Correct.
So depending where the oil leak, if it's let's say a timing chain cover leaking also okay, normal lah. So for me all those leaks the 3 main parts for me it's normal lah. It's a gasket ma. That's all. So it's a big issue. So,
Exactly.
And also, even with the BMWs also, at this kind of mileage, you got to fix, some of your water cooling issues. Some of this wear and tear will kick in. It can be a valve cover gasket, and timing chain gasket, normal.
And the previous generation Alpha and valve fires, so many of them before this mileage requires a gearbox rebuild.
Yeah.
What's over here?
Also, the power steering.
Yes.
So common.
Before 90K, those are way more serious issues.
And if you talk about engine oil, about oil leaking, most likely, you have to go to a major component change, timing chain, or maybe a water pump, or maybe valve guides, something like, at those points the gasket are changed. So if it was leaking, take it as opportunity. Wow, good, can open, can check to make sure all okay, and then do it up, and then the car will last another 100,000 kilometers. So,
and another thing, Thana, another thing, Volkswagen track day.
They all say, you know what, Bobby? I love VW, but I must say, at one point I want to buy a Golf. The only reason I didn't buy a Golf is because I saw the VW drivers and I was like, wow, these guys, if I follow them, I sure can rachon, I will drive my car like mad. So I feared for my life, I feared for my sanity. I said I should stay for VW because how well they drive, how Gango they drive.
I tell you lah, guys, we know how the Volkswagen Group owners drive lah, and their love of Sepang. 来了.
There you go.
And I know so many. I have a lot of friends who drive Volkswagens. I know so many of them lah. Buy new car, go Sepang. After that, try and claim warranty. You think we all don't know?
Thana and Bobby are talking about me. But then I own old Volkswagen lah, so okay.
You see?
I don't remember you going track day on your V8 lah.
See? We talk
No lah,
about the guy, MK6R on a sale already. Who's selling or not?
Sell, depends on what you're buying, right?
Correct. Where you want to go next?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's do a rapid question fire. I got a list of 10 questions here. Idea,
last one.
segment car, under 160.
Wow, I don't remember what's the new car price of D segment anymore.
Yeah.
Is it asking new or what? I think for three of us, the standard D segment that we would suggest is always the Mazda 6, right? I wonder how much
160K. How much is the Camry now? Brand new?
Within there.
How much is the current Camry? Yo, not loading my collection.
It was lagging just now.
1,960.
Yeah, I was lagging, right?
Yep.
Sorry?
Within 200, 196.
Oh, the Camry, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 2.5 Camry,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
yes, the brand new one. Oh, okay, I found one, 150K. 150K. Your dream, Chiang can put it up. Can put it up. Okay. I tell you guys, this car handles just as well as the Mazda 6, you know. It handles really well. Yeah. And
Only thing Toyota didn't put a proper power plant into it lah.
the 2.5, the old 2.5, 4-port. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course the Mazda 6 interior is nicer lah. But this Camry is, I don't know, man. The more I look at it, the more I like it. You know, I really love how it drives.
Actually, I like the looks of the rear of the Camry. Very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very beautiful.
Yep.
And it drives really well. You know, there's no hybrid drivetrain.
It reminds me a bit of the Arteon a bit, Bobby.
Yeah. It's gonna be infinitely reliable. You know, it's a Camry.
Yep.
You know, and
It's gonna be
either this one
trouble-free,
or a Mazda 6. You know, either this or a Mazda 6. All right. So, and this one handles really, really well. Right. Okay. Apa lagi? Come.
How about something more out of the blue? RX 1200, this is what's current car. 400K budget, fun daily. 288 M4 or the 718.
Wow.
Ooh. Again, I'm gonna suggest 718 Boxster lah. Boxster.
No, 78 is the Cayman, is it? And then Boxster is the
No, both. Both are 718.
The way they label it, I think there's a.
Con is Wayne Lee.
Yep.
No, it's not mainly.
No. Sorry. I read it wrongly. The guy's nick covered Con's name. You see that? Yeah.
So I think he's talking about.
I would say
You
718.
say fun, yeah. A Boxster is more fun than an M4 lah. Cannot run away lah.
I'll pick the 718 as well lah.
Yeah.
He's speaking the Cayman, I think. He's talking about the Cayman, not the Boxster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He specifically stressed it.
I I think the 718 means the Cayman. The 718 Boxster is the Boxster. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. I'm trying to tell him get the
Get the
718 Boxster.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
get
yeah.
the Cayman, he will regret getting the Cayman.
Don't get the Cayman lah. Yeah.
Yeah, he will regret. After a while, he'll be looking at Boxsters. You know.
I have this imagination in my head. People driving the Cayman, they always say, should have bought a Boxster.
Exactly.
Just go
all of them.
All of them.
Just go with the Boxster. You know, when you
Yeah.
just go with the
Get
Boxster.
the Boxster. Get the Boxster.
Yeah.
All right. Because the thing is this, you can a fun car doesn't mean just power. You know, you get the M4, your first 3 month, 4 month, right? You feel fantastic. Oh, what the power!
Yep.
Whoa, you know, after a
Yep.
while, you will progress into the second stage of ownership, whereby you use the car without any enthusiasm. You know, you're just using it, right? And
Yep.
your M4 with this hard roof or whatever, right? And you are just rolling about in SS2 looking for parking, right? It's the same as your Lexus RX in a way, you know, 2 seats in front and 2 seats at the back, you know, 5 sets of seat belts, you know. It's just gonna be like that, you know, with a roof covered and all that. But the 718, if you get the Roadster, or Boxster, it gives you a totally different experience further down the road when you are done with the power thing. And that is the true enjoyment where you can drive slowly in your car and sort of enjoy, you know. I think that's fucker Jiang is like, Bobby, shut the fuck up. Okay, I cannot argue against this. If you're getting
Convertible.
and you save 100K. Okay.
Competition, this one.
I have to
Rescind your notice.
no, I have to
Retract.
confess now. I have to confess now. I will get a M4 convertible over a 718 Boxster. For me,
Yeah. The
Yeah.
usability is totally different lah.
For the 718 would be because the engine and all that stuff, I would have gone for the M4 also. The 718 engine, to put turbo.
Yeah. If it is
Engine
M4
wise,
versus Cayman, then M4, right?
If it's a 718S, maybe then different story altogether definitely. But the 718, the engine is my letdown lah. You know, so the M4.
I see.
Yeah.
I would totally go for this lah. 300K,
Same here.
you know, M4 convertible, 4-seater.
Please buy the M4 convertible. Please call us. We'll come and review your car.
Imagine, Mike, imagine you driving and then your wife and then behind Isaac, Brian.
Yep.
Oh, so nice.
No,
It is
the problem
color.
for
This
me
bike
now,
is beautiful.
yes.
This
The
bike is
problem for me
beautiful.
now, I'm not getting my drives because Isaac want to drive. So last weekend I had to insist I drive.
But Mike, why don't
Yep.
you guys pull a father and son drive, right? When you all join
Yes.
us, oh, look at it. Grey color car with red color seats is
Nice, this one.
yeah, this one, man. This one,
Nice.
300K. Wayne,
Yeah,
get this one, Wayne. You save 100K, you get an M4 with a convertible roof. You can carry your
Yep.
kid or friend or whatnot, right? If you have 3 girlfriends, you can fetch all 3 of them. Wow,
Wow, look at the mileage. The mileage is
oh,
only
look
40K.
at it.
Actually, in Malaysia, the convertible is highly usable. Actually,
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, look at the engine bay.
highly
Wow.
usable.
I like this one, way. I love this.
Good job,
This is so nice.
Wow, look at the seats.
Yeah, man. Oh, look at it. Look at this. Oh, anyone wants to buy my 6 Series? Oh, so nice. And then can go M events. Oh. Okay, another thing, when you buy an M4, right, you go BMW M events, right, you feel proud. Then you buy a 718, you go to Porsche owner gathering, right?
There we go.
You feel like your shoe size is 3. You feel like
like in
Oh
the
gosh.
Porsche world, Like someone comes with a 3.8 or older 3.8 engine, like wow, protects higher. The respect. Yeah, newer small engine, like oh, Cayman, okay lah. True. I see it.
Okay lah, M4 M4 convertible M4 convertible 300k. Wow, save 100k some more. Oops. I hear
My daughter. What's
oh
my
daughter.
Got a
I
flashlight.
thought your daughter came over and said, "Daddy, mind your language, all of you."
Say
What's
Bobby
with
is a bad influence. Anthony Montana say.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything?
Running costs. We got a question about first Contica must help like Jason Law. First
Oh,
Contica.
okay. You want help him first? I go toilet.
Premium
G20.
selection.
Wow, you sir.
He's basically set a budget of 300k, and these are the two cars that are closest to his budget. But they are quite different. Honestly, the 530e is a much more livable car compared to the 330i. 330i for me, the case is undone by its harsh ride.
Say again. The T3i.
The harsh ride of the 330i ride to me is a deal breaker.
But Connor, don't you find it interesting that the 330e handles very nice? The 330i is a bit harsh.
The 330e, well, there's the fact that I don't know, maybe they tuned the suspension to accommodate the weight of the battery.
Yeah. The 330e felt comfortable. The 330i felt a bit harsh.
Oh yes.
I think it's the suspension setup lah. Yeah. The
It's the
330i, 330i is M Sport suspension, right?
M Sport passive suspension some more.
Yep. Correct. So that's why it is.
Buy any is fine, I guess. Size is only a size issue.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. All space Tiguan or R-Line?
R-Line for me.
R-Line.
You know, that day I was speaking with one of a friend of mine who watched all our videos, and he came to the same conclusion. He went to he was shopping for SUV, and then he went to the Volkswagen showroom. So he tested the 1.4. Oh, okay, 1.4, not bad. Then he tested the 2.0. It's like, they come to realize that, actually, right, that price increase between the 1.4 and the 2.0 is very justified. Because you convert it to your monthly repayments, it's not a big difference, but you get so much more in performance. You get 2 extra driven wheels, and a more nicely dressed car. The 1.4 in isolation actually is pretty alright also. But I would go for the 2.0.
The R-Line is 2 liter.
2 liter, yes. 220 horsepower.
What's the price difference between the two of them? What's the price difference?
It's about 40 grand.
Okay. It's all right.
So, the 1.4 is all right in isolation, but once you go into the 2.0, right, you'll be like, you will feel very tempted to meet that difference.
You get so much more for that 40,000, right?
Yeah. You know what, Con? 40,000, right? It's also the difference between a 2 liter Accord and a 2.4 Accord last time.
Yep.
130, 170. Yeah, go for the R-Line.
R-Line anytime.
Yep.
Second A3.
Oh, it's so cheap, man. I thought it's 60K. I thought 60K.
For sure at this price, but
1.4. This one 1.4. 1.4.
Wow, if 45 grand can buy all.
Yeah.
If you can find the 1.8, get the 1.8.
Yeah, this girl was asking also, Sushi. Yeah, A3 1.8 good buy. This is a good buy.
Yeah.
Some more got Quattro.
Yes.
Yeah, got Quattro. This one. 1.8. Yes.
The cheapest A3 I can find of any model year is 63,000,
Mm.
and it's the 1.4.
And this car drives well because it's a MQB platform car.
It's a Golf underneath, lah.
Correct.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yes.
Yeah, it handles really well.
Yeah, it handles well.
This is a save me SOS question. 2 years he hasn't come back to Malaysia yet. I'm back soon. For 2 years, this is a brand new 219 car he bought.
Wow.
Okay, so I it's sad lah, but send to Peugeot and get it serviced and stuff. But I think my fear personally will be, number one is if you had parked the car without the full tank of oil or of petrol, moisture can get in, and then your car may have issues in the fuel. So you got to flush the fuel
That's
out.
just the start.
The start, you know, battery I don't really care, like touchback or not
Yeah.
issue, you know.
Yeah.
The tire also I feel potentially also sad, the flare.
You know, the past 1 month, right? My landlord Prestige has referred 2 cars to me. Both cars were parked under the sun for a time frame of years, and you know, it's like water seeped in through the door seals into the cabin and flooded the cabin.
Wow.
Oh, the V12 7 Series,
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I would suggest Joseph, if you can, sell the car. Because if you think about it, right, the battery, 4 tires, then you need to change all the oil,
all your bushes, all crass already and confirm.
You got to flush out your fuel, and that means your fuel filter gone. Fuel filters, like I know, like some guys, the Audi group, a lot of them on the first MCU they came back, a lot of the cars were gone. Fuel filter was damaged.
Yeah.
Like 1 year plus I used the car couldn't use it.
Wow, 2 years never started though. Walao, jialat.
I feel for you, brother. Feel for you.
Yeah.
Sell it. 2 years of depreciation.
Yeah. Actually, there are a lot of this type of cars out in JB. You know, if you go to the JB condos, wow.
You have one friend, what?
A lot of this type of car. Yeah, our friend. Yes. The day he was asking me about tires already, Sean Tan.
Feel so sad, man.
Yeah. Feel for you guys.
And it's a Peugeot. If it's a Toyota, we would just say, start it, lor. No,
put a battery and start it.
So, and another thing you have to watch out for, chances are maybe rats even make nests in there already.
Oh yeah, animals would have made it a nest, definitely.
Could be even at the turbo, you know, the turbo could lose what they call oil the turbo. Don't try to drive it too fast. Start the car, warm up, you know, because oil the turbo could be an issue, you know.
Basically, just take it to the
I mean,
service
basically, you got correct.
Do a full transfusion of fluids.
Correct.
Just get all the fluids out, you know. You flush all of them, change the tires, you know, check everything. Wow, a lot.
Yeah.
This guy also kept the car in the porch. It's an old Sierra 350, not used. Should I sell the car? You don't use it, sell it.
Yeah.
Well.
That's the 2nd gen one. The prettiest one, lah.
Oh, that's the one I like. Yeah, the prettiest one.
But I'm with Thana on this. If I believe a car should be used. If you're not using it, just let it go. Let it find a new home.
Yep.
But did he mention he's not using or he's not using it?
Not using it.
X50 or City?
For me, X50.
Yeah.
But the City also got all the new safety thing, right?
Yeah.
I think
170 horsepower or X50.
Yeah.
Visibility wise, I think the X50 is better. Day going out, SUV kind of thing.
It's damn nice to drive with. I like the X50 more than the X70, you know.
Yeah.
Size.
Fantastic car. Fantastic little car.
Okay. Got some other questions here. How long gonna go? I got quite a bit.
A lot.
Wow.
A lot of
It was
questions.
16 F30 TTOI, 16 F30 Grand Coupe CBU.
4
Mike?
Series lah for me. 4 Series Grand Coupe, damn
Yeah.
rare. This car is damn rare.
But different pricing, or right?
Well,
Is it
if he can ask between the both, then he can afford the more expensive one now.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the F30 holds the value well.
Because there are so few of them.
Correct. It holds the value very well.
But Mike, the F30i, the 430i, isn't the B40 engine, right? It's actually an older
B48, bro. B48.
B48
No,
and
Yeah, it's
2016.
216, I think, called.
2016,
Yeah.
they facelifted.
The F30
Yeah.
did. What series
Yeah.
also?
Yeah.
Yep. Should be it should be the same engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EI means it's the B48.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not, but I can't be wrong. Okay.
Wow.
Just
Expensive.
excuse me a moment. I just go to the toilet.
Okay. But it's a very rare car. I will get the Grand Coupe lah. You know, it looks like a more handsome 3 Series. You know.
Like if you compare Obi, the difference really, the
Yeah.
slope line in the back, then the side, that fin, the thing on the side there.
And then the frameless doors, and then the lift back. It has a lift back.
Yeah.
So you actually open the entire hatch.
Mm.
And then when you put the seats down, you can load so many things in, man.
When we bought the F30, I showed my wife the 428. So
Mm.
compared, what do you want to get? Which one do you prefer? Say this is the price, this is the price. Why was like typical counter said, like, look the same only, ma.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like women showing us 2 handbags, right? Which one
Yeah.
prettier?
Look the same.
Same only, ma.
Yeah.
Too subtle.
Yeah, I mean, get the 4 Series Grand Coupe. It's a discontinued model, you know, so rare. Frameless doors. People will be like, "Hey, why your 3 Series is frameless door?" That's nice, you know. Oh, my 3 Series is frameless door. Your 3 Series got just a small boot. Mine is a hatch. Yeah. So nice.
Okay. X3 or T30? Which one is better for daily drive? Daily use?
X3.
X3, X3. No,
I guess the
no
SUV is
challenge
more
there.
practical, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah,
Definitely.
no challenge there.
Makan, anyone? Any thoughts? Diesel or the base model 2.0?
I'll go with the diesel.
I'll go with diesel also.
Mm,
In this comparison,
I'm a petrol guy.
The base model 2.0 felt very revvy. Just like it revs a lot. It's nice. Handling is good, but I just felt I'm revving a lot. Like I work so much.
The whole
to
thing
get the
feels light. The whole thing feels light. It feels like a
It
Golf
felt like a-
GTI.
Yes.
Yes,
Spot on. It felt like
it feels like a Golf GTI.
Wonder why?
So nice to drive. Huh?
Wonder why?
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
Okay. We got hi there. Worth 40K extra to go for latest Tiguan 2.0 all-wheel drive against the 1.4 for four-wheel drive. Thank you. Currently have a CX-5 2.5 NA. To change to Tiguan 1.4 is reasonable. Company asked to change new car. Wow. Company asked to change new car.
well, we
2 liter lah. Get a 2 liter lah.
we answered this before, so yeah, the 2 liter Tiguan.
Okay.
Get the 2 liter.
Okay, we're going to wrap up with the last few questions. I think it's for the day.
Yep.
Anything particular you want to take up? Okay, Brother Con got business. Okay, my 458 specially.
Oh,
Well,
especially.
Wow.
Come.
Wow. Love the
Listen,
special.
Business is slowly building up. So right now I'm actively hiring new members into the team. Tomorrow I have 2 new guys coming in for trials, so more hands on deck, so can output more cars, lor. Right now, right now my team is actually like working, like from start to finish. There's cars coming. There are cars coming in at just the right pace to keep them busy, lah. There were a couple of days where we actually
No, I was saying that to help your team better prepare for a 458 Speciale, right? You show them a picture of the 458 and then you ask them, ini mahal kan? Itu ada 2 garis punya, satu boleh beli 3 biji ini. Yeah, 1 Speciale is worth 3 458s.
The question earlier about the A3, so the guy is sold by a relative. Supposed to be a recon board, and then this one is cheap lah. But I think it's hard to fix lah. If it's fixed, it's fixed lah, I would say.
Well, I mean, it's...
Have you checked out? Come and see Mike Yap in the workshop. Can look at the board. It looks like an ECU right now.
As long as get someone to diagnose that board. I mean, if it runs without error codes, then it'll be fine.
Yep.
Why not, man? Good bargain.
45K cheap
for an A3.
Okay, last question for the day. Henry Wee, 270 Mini Cooper 3 JCW or 217 Audi TT? Fun car to drive. What is fun? Both are fun. Different fun.
Which one I will go? I know which way I'll go.
Which way Mike will go? VNG group.
Mike will buy Mini Cooper, I think.
I'll go BMW group law like that.
What do you think I'll buy, Bobby?
I will always believe you are a VNG group fan.
But I'm a driver first also, actually.
Yeah.
But the 2017 JCW is not hardcore at all, right? It's like what? Not even 200 horsepower.
I think it's watered down lah. You know.
Yeah, it's watered down.
The JCW brand has been watered down. Unfortunately, yeah.
For
it's
me,
not as hardcore as the old JCW manual, It's just badges everywhere and then a slight up tune in horsepower. Yeah. That's about it.
And then the suspension is also really hardcore, the JCW.
Looking for a fun car to drive below 200k. So, you guys? Sorry?
TT. No lah. The price range, I think at the price range, you can't get a Quattro. That's my only problem.
Yeah. So JCW for me.
Yeah. I mean, for the sheer fact, it's not a Quattro. The TT is not my choice now.
And for me, this TT, it's a bit disappointing with the ride and handling. I hate it actually. The car rides so hard, and I do not know why.
Ouch.
Yes, yes, and the car bounces on certain of our undulation and certain bumps.
But the TTS, nice.
TTS, no problem. TTS, no problem. Absolutely no problem with the suspension. But
so
if you can afford TT,
if you can afford 230k, fantastic. The TTS can buy 230. The TTS is good lah.
With this generation Mark 3 TT, just don't go and buy the normal TT lah.
I found a TTS below 200k.
Whoa! Seriously?
TTS below 200k.
Wow.
Jiang, show it. Pew! Faster. Pew, 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 pew.
Seriously?
Jeng, jeng. What's the horsepower of this? 265.
Should be 250, is it?
This one is Mark Francis.
Yeah.
Same as Mark Francis car, right?
Wow.
No, it should be 310.
Ooh.
Should be 310.
This is good.
Yeah, should be a
This
300.
Golf R engine, right? Golf R
Yes.
engine.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Oh,
6-speed
this
This
engine
one
is
6-speed. 6-speed.
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
6-speed.
ah,
6-speed Astronic.
yes. It should be a 6-speed.
Oh, yo,
Good
Audi
value,
magnetic right.
This
Yeah,
one,
this one has
is all,
magnetic
ah,
right.
this one can buy.
Yeah.
This one can buy.
Oh, okay lah. This one also no contest ah.
This one I will
I
go
mean,
for
it's
it.
a bit older than your 217 TT, but it's
Yeah.
worth getting a 215 because why?
Oh, this is worth.
Auto,
This is
better
worth.
spec, better even the engine internals.
Yes.
it can handle higher stress compared to the your normal 2.0.
Yep.
Easier to tune, everything like
Yeah.
And I love this interior. This interior is beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Very good.
It's
beautiful.
so
Yes.
beautiful. It's even nicer than the Cayman interior. You know, this interior is so
You know,
nice.
Basically, right?
Also-
If you are just a normal TT 2.0 Quattro, I'll say no lah. Go for the JCW. But this against the JCW, I'll go for this any day.
No, but the
Yep.
2.0, I think no quattro, right? I think the ones in Malaysia all are not
It
quattro.
depends on what lah on unit to
And
unit lah.
look at the quilted seats on this.
Oh yes, the seats interior seat. My
Look at the
God,
quilted seats.
it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Really, Audi cabins are so damn nice.
You look at the air vents. The air vents.
Yeah, and then the LCD in the middle of the air vents, so
Yes.
damn nice way. This interior, I don't know why Audi did not cross share it to other models. That is so clever, right? The dial with
Yes.
the
Yes.
with the LCD,
Very
in the
nice.
center.
Yes.
So damn nice.
And also, in
Bobby,
the middle dials, you can adjust the air vents.
Bobby, think about this. That's a 215 Audi TT. That display from Audi TT compared to a brand new G20, G30 display, what this can do and what the BF can do. worlds apart.
Exactly.
Audi is so far advanced compared to BMW.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah, this car would just change the rims lah. It doesn't click for me, but that's simple.
But this is a very, very common rim that is put on German cars, this design.
Yeah.
So damn
But
common.
rims you don't like is easy to change lor.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a simple part, ma.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
below 200K, this car. Wow.
Yeah. Get this lah.
This one chun lah. Chun lah. This one. Control. Go for this.
Exhaust sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we are all tired already. Hey,
Okay.
I just
Okay,
want
guys.
to say something. I just want to say something like Thana, Mike, Connor. This. Even though I initially I told you all that today I won't be joining, right? But for me, this is the only time whereby my kids leave me alone. I can sit here with car guys and talk for 2 hours while sitting here having my beer and talking about cars. Oh my God, it's so relaxing for me. I thank you so much. It's like my I don't know how to say that.
Your reset.
Really,
Yeah.
Normally when
Yeah,
we stand and talk during drives, right, we are standing,
Yeah.
right? It's so tiring, right?
Yep.
And then we have to think, we need to go home lah, bring breakfast for the family. But here in the middle of the night like that, you're talking about cars for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It heals my soul. It heals my soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same here, lah,
Thank
Bobby.
you.
Same.
Thank you
I
so
also
much.
didn't
Thank you
realize
so much.
I also didn't realize it's 11:45 already. Nowadays, I've been sleeping an hour earlier. I'm already in bed snoozing away already, usually.
Yeah. And
Thank you
we're
for
helping
having me.
people. We're helping people. It's so nice. We're helping people.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Maybe we
And,
should just take one last question lah, before we.
Okay, Mike, you take lah.
I pick.
Okay lah, we
Mike,
show
pick
this lah. I saw this.
Bye.
I saw this. Go and buy it.
Bye.
Seriously,
Bye.
BMW will never repeat it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
They will never repeat this again. Bonkers car. This one. The V10 scream.
You know, I
Yes.
agree. I really want a V10. You know, I was
Why?
like, yeah, I want a V10.
Yep.
No, I want all my cars NA now. I want all my cars to be NA. You know, I don't want turbos anymore. Like screw turbos.
There's a M6 rack one in Pickles option.
Oh, M6, but I don't like the okay, to be honest, I like the E60 M5's design more than the E63 M6 lah. M6 just looks awkward lah. That car.
Yeah. I like the E60 more lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first 10 years of the car, I didn't like it lah. The E60. Seriously, but now it has grown on me lah.
Or the E63 E60.
No, the E60. You know, suddenly the car now looks okay to me.
Mike,
Yep.
For me, Mike, my
Yep.
poster child BMW that I had
Yep.
that I liked was the
Yep.
E60. The E60 was the BM that I like. I don't know why. To me, that odd shape was the one that I grew up like. I just love the color, the lights, the way it comes down. That was what I liked. You know, so
Yeah, lah.
one day.
How about each of us take out 25,000 and then we buy a M5 V10?
Actually, bonkers car lah. That was really a
Bobby?
bonkers car. No?
Bobby?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
Oh, look at that engine! Oh,
yes,
look
let's
at
do
that!
this. Let's do
Only,
this.
only one caveat. Can
Yes.
you also buy a normal 520i for the number plate?
It's so nice lah.
Very, very nice. It's
Yeah.
just
And
very,
then
very nice.
and then when it breaks down on whose hand, that person needs to pay for it.
Rush to lay.
Then Thana will tell Mike, you have it for the first year.
You run workshop, ma.
Yeah, you got workshop ma.
Yeah.
Running for the first year lah. But I agree with you lah, Bobby. You know, after driving so many cars, it's still I still love the NA response lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
NA is always NA lah.
NA lah, the
Especially big
horsepower
cylinder, big cylinder, 6-cylinder onwards NA. It's just so beautiful.
Upwards,
Yeah.
It's upwards.
It's like the RS6. I don't dare to full throttle it. I totally don't dare to full throttle it. It's just ridiculously fast. It's
the
crazy.
amount of torque. The amount of torque.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean,
How much power do you actually need in that 0 to 100?
I don't know, man. I think realistically, we only need about 400 horsepower, to be honest.
Yeah lah.
You know,
It's very true
Yeah.
Bobby.
Anything more, it's
Actually,
just ridiculous.
Yeah lah. My skill going up Genting 300 horses is really overwhelming for my skill set.
Depends lah. If it's NA, 400, 450 is still manageable, right?
Yes, correct.
Bugger when it's turbo, 350, 400,
Yeah.
you're gonna unsettle the car balance already.
Because with turbo, you have a lot more torque.
Yeah, the torque.
Yeah.
Torque is what overwhelms your traction.
Yes.
On the Aston, I can comfortably full throttle so many times because it builds instead of explodes,
Yep.
It's just like today I drove the 993, right? It's the way the engine responds and builds up, right? If you really want to full throttle, you are not that scared, I mean, assuming you also be stable with
Yes.
how you call it, and with your steering inputs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think for me, like driving my early A6 hybrid power is there. I tune the car. I press, power comes in. The sound is there. Everything is there. It's there. I know excited, but it robs you of the excitement. That's why it happens so quickly that you don't have time to enjoy that power or the sound.
Yep.
You know, when
Yep.
you build the momentum, like by now, Porsche, you go and then you change gear, you get to experience that 1-2 seconds of power. So that's more fulfilling than power and speed.
Yeah,
and
man.
Yeah. And then with an NA car, you got to go into the corner with the right gear.
Yeah.
Especially the older NAs. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you go into a gear, suddenly you're 2000 RPM, you get bogged down already. You know, so you got to
You're standard mid corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
You press the throttle, not like turbo cars. The boost just comes on. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, guys,
Mm.
let's end the show.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night,
Thank
guys.
you. The next
Guys.
Monday.
Yep. Good night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys. Good night.
Yeah. Catch you guys
And
in the
thanks,
weekend.
Yang.
Yep.
Mm.
Thanks,
Thank
Jian.
you, Jian.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good
You know,
Good night.
thank you for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Chiang, you there?